Okay, a brief little recap from the other week. It's been a little while. Yes, you went down the staircase covered in ice. You sneaked around what you presume was the Beholder's lair, freed some prisoners. Some of them you thought were a bit dubious, but you let them go anyway, such as a Minotaur and so forth. You rescued a couple of drow that were in separate parts of the things. One of them was tied to a chair, and there was people with the heads partly missing, things like brains, in another room. You managed to avoid accidentally bumping into any beholders in there, which I know you're very disappointed about.
What beholders? Nobody's telling about beholders. The beholders down there. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have gone down there.
You wanted to fight him?
Me? I don't remember
Yeah.
that conversation.
You got the third eye, and you got a vision. Day of roughly where it is, just to make it a bit easier.
We all went up a level as well.
Yes, you did. You made it back. That's just a quick weirdness of how you get the vision. Yep, you got back alive, just about. Had a restful sleep, and leveled up in your sleep. However,
all right then.
Yep, so you've all leveled up. You've got fairly good sleep. However, what time's everyone getting up?
I was waiting for Renier to turn up, wasn't I?
Yeah, so you said that last, right? Yep. He replied saying he'll be here around about 12 noon.
Okay, no.
Oh, I've slid that on as well. You know, on your character sheet, if you go to manage, I've slid the initiative tiebreaker over, so it adds your dex to it.
Right. Anybody planning on getting up early?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get up early-ish. Have something to eat.
How is it early-ish?
Early-ish. 9.
9.
So not that early, but early-ish.
That's not okay. Okay.
I'll get up at 8:59 just to race Jay to the best seat.
I see what you're doing there. Okay. You sleep. You get a fairly comfy sleep. However, you're woken up at 7:30. I was just checking nobody was getting up before then. With this voice in your head. It's a female voice, a familiar one. Sounds like the Blackstaff. And if you weren't, sure or overly certain, you would think there's a little bit of panic in her voice. As he says, "We have been betrayed. I fear it's an inside job. Somebody has taken the gem I trapped Monsoon in and his book."
Who does she think? Oh, can we talk back?
No. Feel free to talk to yourself.
Did she speak that to all of us?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just
get it about the same time.
Elements then. I say I'm actually going to go to the tower to speak to her. I'll head over to the tower.
Okay, you're getting up and head over to the tower. You send that message to Elminster. Does Elminster go back to sleep?
God, he's
7:30.
deep in thought. I've
He
never
does-
heard him quiet.
He does look deep in thought, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, I'll reply to that Bert message with snore.
You carefully considered your options there and decided to snore. Okay.
And
Uh,
I will.
If I think, if I don't know, can you tell if someone's asleep? Stay.
No, I'll say the word snore.
Oh, all right. Oh, thanks a lot. I just thought we could do with knowing who's betrayed us.
Yeah, I just don't trust anything at the moment.
Well, neither do I, but
okay.
we can try and hedge our bets.
Hmm. Oh, you whip over there. It could be a ruse.
It could.
So I'm hanging
Why
on
was
here.
he?
I'm waiting for someone to turn up anyway
No, that's fine.
to get the
I just
hammer.
I'd just rather let you know where I'm going
Okay.
than not.
I'll come with you, Bert.
Okay.
Tim.
Tilt your camera down a bit, Tim. All I'm seeing is like the rim of your glasses and a bald head.
No,
No,
that's
it's not
my
me, is
camera.
it? I don't wear glasses and I'm not bald.
Oh, well. I can see it now. You've got locks of hair like Elminster.
You're only jealous because you too wish you could grow hair that well.
I shave mine off. I just find her really annoying.
Gets in the way.
I've
It
just cast invisibility on mine. It's still there.
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it gets a bit annoying now, to be honest. I've been bald head because I'm having to shave it every day.
Just cast invisibility on it. You don't have to worry about it then. Of course, it might freak your missus out if she turns over, expects to touch your bald head and gets a handful of hair. But you know.
Yeah, that would be weird. Have you seen how they've changed the spells? Stay.
I've seen how they've changed some of them, yeah.
Yeah, they've got a slider on it now.
And they've updated a bit of stuff on the sheets and added a new function or two, which I may play about with. Okay. So you're about head out to the Blackstaff. Are you waking up? Are you waking up Feng? Because he looks like he's going back to sleep. But because he's in the same room as you.
Oh, yeah. If he was in the same room, I'd give him
Yeah.
a kick. He can come with me.
Okay.
Or I'll actually say to Elminster, would you rather him stay with you? Would you get him the hammer?
No. Safe here. What could possibly go wrong?
You know what? Just tell Fane to stay with Elminster.
Okay. Feng starts
Basically, the whole
packing up all his stuff.
Blackstaff and Elminster's on his own.
I'll be all right. I can hide until I need to be seen, can't I?
True. There's that.
Bert, I'll get us to the tower through the back streets, so follow me quickly.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he's winding you up. He's avoiding anywhere this morning traffic and alleyways that you didn't know were actually there. And he gets you to the Blackstaff Tower quite quickly, much faster than normal.
That's cool. Right. Do we just enter Blackstaff or do we have to knock?
Well, there's usually a receptionist inside on the ground floor.
Oh, just go in then. And...
It might be early morning, but there's still a few mages wandering around outside, and that fog's still about. Except it seems to be getting deeper.
Right.
It's around about waist level now.
Tell the reception woman that needs to see Blackstaff.
She nods, pauses for a moment, and then says, "Yep, the Blackstaff will see you. She's up on the usual floor."
Like message. A bit of a.
A bit of a. Okay, all right.
Right, go up to see her.
Okay, up the stairs. The Blackstaff office's door's already open.
Right. I'll actually do it via message.
Right.
Just saying, I'm only here to see if you know who's betrayed you or us. And I'm only doing message in case you're being watched.
Okay. Yeah, you get a message back saying, "I'm not being watched in this room. Definitely an inside job. They knew where I kept valuables.
Do you know who?
Not yet.
Right.
But it's got to be somebody that works at the tower."
Is there anywhere that you can find out who? If you know a good priest, he'd be able to do Ring of Truth, and I'd stick everyone in it.
It would have to be quite a big one.
Even if, there can't be that many people in the tower, surely.
It's got a lot more floors than it looks like it has.
Right, okay. Or is it one of those like?
Yeah. You basically went up a flight of stairs, but if you look out the window, you're very high up above the city of Waterdeep.
So it's a bit like Wiggles Rocket's pocket.
Could be.
I'll be relaying this to Tim as well by a message, just so he knows what's going on.
Okay.
It's not silk.
When you say it was an inside job, when did it actually occur?
Early hours of this morning, around 4.
You think it was somebody who was in the tower at that time?
Yeah. Definitely somebody that was in the tower at
You
that
might
time.
be inspect where you kept the items that were taken.
Okay, come to the office.
I basically want to use my alchemist kit to determine race, which will narrow it down.
Okay.
Do you know who was in the tower at any given time?
Depending on the time of day, there could be.
Okay. Do you know who was
50
in the
people
tower last night?
Last night shouldn't have been that many.
So if it was
Probably
last
maybe
night
can
and it was an
studying.
inside job last night, it's got to be one of the people who was in the tower last night.
That's why I wanted to check this room.
You can't teleport into the tower.
Give us a list of names who was in the tower last night.
Okay. Yep. And she shows you to a display cabinet, and she rotates a couple of the ornaments, and then this wall sort of shimmers behind it, and there's a vault, but the vault door's not there. I said it was in here. And
Yeah,
yes,
who
I'm
was
going
in
to
the
change
tower
the
last night?
combination.
Can you tell if there's any
Okay.
magical intrusion in there?
I don't know how they got the combination. I mean, I'm going to change it when I get the door put back on, but there's nothing in there now.
So was the door removed magically?
I think so. If you want to use your alchemy kit,
I am right. When you're proficient with alchemy kit, don't you get advantage on the check?
yeah, you do. I'm guessing you just try to find out what race is going to be tricky.
Just something. I'm looking for something that would narrow the search down. So if I found a her, I'll know you'd be able to tell by her, or if it had dropped the scale, or
Oh, a scale would be really handy, or part of a
Yeah.
claw.
yeah, or a flake of skin, or just
Right.
something.
Yep.
24.
Okay. There's a little bit of blood on the side of one of the hinges.
Can determine what it belongs to.
That one was human.
Right. I'll explain this again via message to them both. And I'll just say, I just can't tell who the blood belongs to. I'll actually speak that bit out loud.
Okay. Okay. And she's getting you a list of names of everybody that should have been in. So you can check with the receptionist to see if anybody signed in overnight.
Any names on this list leap out?
No one you've actually heard of on that list at all. If they were in the night, they're probably not here now.
Do you mind if I cast Detect Magic? I'm going to do it as a ritual, so I'm not using the spell, so it will be 10 minutes. Firstly, I want to see if they've left. Because I know you're saying you can't be scried and stuff while you're in the tower, but who's to say they haven't left anything behind that allows it from inside? I'm just thinking of Piddlewicks here.
Ah, I see where you're going with that. If you've met, be my guest if you think that will help.
Right, I'll do that, Steve. But I'll do it as a ritual, like I said, so I'm not burning a first level spell.
Okay,
Right.
you'll do that.
Do you trust your receptionist?
Did you say deceptionist?
You thought you're a deceptionist.
And I'll keep black stuff with me, Steve, just in case
Yeah.
the room lights up with magic and all different magic items. I'll just make sure she's with me, saying, and I'll just point in that direction. What's that? What's that? You know.
Yep. Yeah, there's magic stuff in a drawer. There's a sheet of paper,
Right.
a
Because I don't want to be
bird.
going and stuff and rooting through her belongings, but I'll
Yeah.
actually make sure she's with me.
Yeah,
So
you're
she
not looking for.
might turn around and
Yeah,
say, "That means
she's
belong."
pointing things out, to you. You're not getting anything in there at the moment.
Out of curiosity, would things still light up with detect magic if it's invisible?
It would depend if it's an innate ability, or if they've cast a spell.
I'll actually cast see invisibility then, unless that's a ritual. I'll do it as a ritual as well. No, it's not. So I'll just cast see invisibility.
Okay.
So I'll get
How
to see
long?
it.
How long does that and your detect magic work?
We see invisibility. I'm sure it's like an hour. Let's see. Oh, it's not coming up. We'll have to type it in, Steve.
Okay. All going well at the pub then, Jay?
I
Have you gone down for breakfast yet? Or...
Yeah, I might as well, since these have woken me up.
I'd say I made you woke you up. You can't get back to sleep.
Right, see invisibility is an hour. And detect magic is whatever detect magic is.
Okay. Yep. There's a few various things in there that are magic, including the curtains for some reason. But she says that's all fine. You're not notice anything really strange like a statue or anything like that, or a crystal or
Even if it's like a
ear.
map or something in the floor or something that's pressed into the wall or something that's stuck to the curtain,
Yep. Yeah, you're having a good look around. If you can make a perception check for me as well, Bert.
Perception or investigation.
Perception. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think magic items do stand out, but the floor, the wall, and the ceiling all are emanating a little bit of magic. You're not seeing anything in there.
Would it help if I used my inspiration to re-roll?
Right, you already got a 22.
Right.
So
Oh, right.
if you want to roll that as a different number,
No.
okay. Okay, so you're hanging about there, having a little.
Yeah, I'm just looking for anything that could have changed, even if it's like a doorknob, just
Yep.
something that could be used as a listening device. Or even like a light that is now a seeing orb or something.
While Bert's doing this, looking for magical intrusions, I'm going to look for physical intrusions the way a thief would do. Does that make sense?
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you're looking for like broken windows and stuff like that.
Well, scratch marks and obvious. Do you want investigation or do you want perception?
Investigation on that one. Okay. Doesn't look like the windows have been forced open. The door doesn't look forced open, but there is a sliver of metal on the floor near the door where the door opens. Doesn't look like a thieves' tool, but its width is just less than the door, and it's a bit sticky on one side.
Sticky.
Bit sticky.
On which side? The floor side or the door side?
Well, it's lying on the floor now, and the side facing upwards is sticky. If you check around the inside of the door, that seems okay. But when you go down the door frame,
sticky.
There's a bit sticky there, round about where the lock would catch.
Right. Would it be if I was going to? All right. Let me put it this way: if I was in the building, and I know I'm going to come back, and I'm going to put something over the door latch to hold it open, is it something along the lines that I might use?
Yeah, you reckon it could have been done for that?
Right.
Could have just been put on there, and then the door wouldn't have latched properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I look at this and tell me what your thoughts are? Showing that whatever the metal piece and the sticky piece is.
Yep. It's sticky on one side, and then I mean it's not like a really strong glue, but it's like that should probably have held it up into the door frame.
All right.
So from that you can work out somebody will have put that in the door frame while the door was open.
Have you used my alchemist kit on the glue? Could I determine where the glue was purchased from within the city?
Only if it's a very, very, very rare glue, and you are wise in the ways of who sells good glue.
Right.
Not, I mean, you could detect to see if it's a common glue or something very rare or something like that, but you're not going to know if any one particular person's going to sell that.
Right. What about the steel? Or is it just common steel?
It's just common metal. It's just been polished quite well on one side, presumably so the catch would slide easier. And while you're looking around the door frame, on the desk just outside of the room, the inkwell, the little pot of ink that's on there, that's glowing.
I will send a message to both Silk and Blackstaff. I will walk over to the inkwell.
Okay, that shouldn't be magical.
Can I tell what school it is?
Yes, you can. Whether I know what school it is a different thing altogether.
I'm still using message all the time. I'm not actually speaking out loud.
Yeah. And for some reason, it just closed me Roll20 window. Coming back in now. It's not like I had lots of things set to the side for me to read as I was going through anything.
Blackstaff, who would have locked this door up last thing?
I closed it on the way out. But we don't normally closed.
Who would have locked it? Or whose job is it to lock it last thing at night?
Yeah, it's a divination spell, by the way, Jamie.
Right. I will let the other two know that it's divination.
Right.
Yeah, that me. I know lots and lots of things about divination. Been the master mage that I am.
Indeed. Indeed. A master mage. One of your
Yes.
many talents, in fact.
Of course.
Yep. Yeah. If you pick up the inkwell and have a good look over it, it appears to have a very small eye engraved on it with a few lines coming out above it and below it.
Right. I will reiterate that via message again to them both.
That
Okay.
symbol mean anything to us?
Yeah, it's the older.
Of course.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, it's the same one you've seen down in the sewers and stuff like that. But the very fact that that item got brought in here, again, is suspicious. Oh, here comes Feng, who no doubt will just kill it.
Blackstaff, can you not look back in time to see who would have tampered with that lock? Do you not have that ability?
And I don't have that ability, no.
Right, stay.
If I did, I knew exactly who would have took it, and
Because it's divination,
yeah.
I think this inkwell is basically a spying object.
Hello?
Yeah, that would
Hey,
be
Muzz.
a good train of thought. All right, Muzz?
I can see us, isn't it? Or you can see us. I can't
can.
see Jamie.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Isn't divination to do
He's
with
lost
like
loads of weight and he's been in the sun.
looking into things like
Not by the looks of it,
future
yeah.
and shit?
Yeah, future or
Nice.
scrying or that, or that sort of thing. Or
Right.
is the gold in these here hills? And
Right. I'm gonna use message again to speak to Blackstaff. Has she got a container to put this in to stop it from scrying, and maybe you could use it as a false information, maybe?
she smiles, goes to a desk and pulls out a small chest. And she puts it on the desk. It makes a loud thud.
Oh, it's pure lead, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Opens it up, and it's very ornate on the outside, but you can see around the edge. That's a lead box.
Right. Stick the vial in it, shut it, and then speak freely.
Okay.
Basically, every time you want to give false information, open the box, speak, and if you can, let us know what you've said. This is just a way how you can feed false information to this parasite.
That's an interesting idea. But now we've got to start rounding up the people who were here last night and checking if anybody else signed in.
But don't forget, every one of the members have some sort of tattoo relating to them.
Mm,
Every last one of them.
that we can check for.
Go and speak to the receptionist and just ask them who signed in after close of play last night, other than the people on this list.
Okay. Looking through the list.
And just while she's looking, can I see if any pages have been ripped down?
Okay. Yep. Doesn't appear to be damaged. It said visitors last night that aren't on that list. There's a Maloon War Dragon. That's about it.
Oh, what?
A name called Maloon Ward Dragon.
Right. I'll ask Blackstaff. Is this person human?
Yes. Yes, yes, he is. He
Well, I'd start with the interrogation with him.
right. I'll get him sent for. Find out where he is and what's going on.
Who is he first? Or what is he?
He's quite quite a well-known warrior. He's been, he serves a good god, Chimera.
What is that for start?
I've known him for many years. He's usually an honest, optimist, maybe, and
He's still
somewhat
might
lucky
be.
individual.
Is there any way to have someone's mind altered for a short term?
There are ways, but
I mean, when you're dealing with the likes of Monsoon, wouldn't you say that's highly possibility?
he couldn't have done it from inside the gem.
I was going to say, I thought
That-
Monsoon had been captured.
Yeah, he has. The gem's
But
been
basically,
missing.
someone's
So's the
broken into
spellbot.
Blackstaff's tower and they've took Monsoon and his book.
Well, it could be any of his followers, couldn't it?
Well, they think it was an inside job.
All right.
Why do you think he would have been in the tower at that time of night? What would the reason be?
He's well, he kind of works for me. He's part of Force Grey. He's an honourable man. He's done a
Well,
lot to actually over the
if it was me, I'd call him in.
way.
I'd have a cleric who can do Zone of Truth or Ring of Truth, whatever the spell's called.
He,
And if that fails, if you're able to do it, I'd see if he's had something cast on him that alters his mind.
come to think of it, his reports have been a bit late.
And also,
Also,
are you
he
sure
also-
that he hasn't been captured and someone's just pretending to be him?
I've heard there are doppelgangers in the village. In the
Has he got any
village.
distinguishing marks or
Town?
tattoos all out?
Oh, he's got a
Oh,
short blonde
get him
hair.
in.
He's got a beard.
Let me and Feng have a chat with him.
Yeah, I'll have a chat with him. I'll find out if you want.
Yep. We'll see if we can track him down.
Well, we can track him down.
Yeah.
You just point us in the right direction.
He has been spending a lot more time in the Yawning Portal of late.
Oh, it's a dodgy place, the Yawning Portal. You want to stay well away from it.
Yeah. Got a reprobate angle in there.
Don't go there.
Yeah,
I
don't
know
go
a
there.
cracking pub. I know a cracking pub you should go to.
But don't forget to pay the barman.
Yeah.
Right. I shall get him tracked down and find out what's going on.
We can track him down.
Well, to be
You want us
honest,
to have a word with him on the quiet without you knowing and without him knowing that it is you that you want to know?
I'm not
Don't
sure.
worry, mate.
I'm not sure I follow that level, let alone the black
I don't
stuff.
think I do.
Well,
I knew what you meant, mate. I knew exactly what you meant.
so personally, I think Blackstaff should handle this side of it, so we can go back to Elminster and deal with this hammer.
Other thing.
Yeah, the other thing.
Deal with a hammer. Okay. Not sure they can play cards very well, but you know, if you want to deal cards with a hammer when you get back to the tavern, that's up to you. Okay.
What we've got there, and this is out of Blackstaff's
Yeah.
earshot. If Monsoon is out, Monsoon's going to want the stone. That was the whole point behind this all the way through.
I know, but this is where we need McNuberson. Not McNuberson. What's his name? Wiggle Sprocket.
McNuberson.
He's got a read your name. Because he has the pocket.
Adam, we head back to Elminster. We get
Okay.
Blackstaff to send a message if she gets any information that points in any direction.
Yeah, I'll explain this to Blackstaff because, like,
Mm.
with us being hunted, sort of, I actually don't like leaving party member on his own.
Oh, but it's Elminster. As we know, Elminster,
I know
nothing can harm him.
Well, I know he's a big girl.
He's got the bagpipes of pain.
He does have the bad pipes of pain.
The herd of protection.
At the end of the day, I don't like the idea of a party member being left on their own, especially now Monsoon is out.
Plus
Elminster?
7 worth, haven't you?
So I'd rather us all be there because this is something that Blackstaff can handle. And we're killing two birds with one stone, so to speak.
All right. Elminster, Blackstaff. One question before we go, Blackstaff.
Yeah.
Why did you tell us in our dreams? Why do we need to know this from your perspective?
Why do you need to know? Well, one,
You told us.
One, we've been betrayed, and two,
Who's
do know
been
who's-
betrayed?
Well, Tim,
you do know whose staff that is.
Sorry, say again.
You do know whose staff that was, don't you?
Who's staff?
the one I've got.
Monsoons.
Yeah, it
Don't
was.
forget, we
But
also
that's the only reason you told us, because
No, it's not
Bert's
just
got
that.
Monsoon staff.
I'm
So-
giving you that and the fact,
we raided his house basically.
as strange as
Did you
it as strange as it sounds, I trust you guys. I know you were not in the tower, and it's an inside job. So I'm only contacting people who I know were not in the vicinity of the tower.
Are you Blackstaff?
Just a curiosity sake.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I am.
You know, with this blood that I've got,
Yeah.
am I able to? I don't know if I can. That's why I'm asking. Am
Okay.
I able
This could be a long stretch.
to create like a liquid that would change a certain colour if it belongs to him? So, like, if I took a drop of your blood and dropped it, it would turn purple, which would say you are the person.
Now, if you're looking for a specific trait in the blood that you can get a chemical reaction off, yes, but human blood is human blood. So unless they've got something really weird about them that you can detect,
Well, I'll ask Blackstaff.
I don't think
he
that's
has-
going to be. I don't think that's going to be.
Like you know, like how I'm a sorcerer, which is in my blood. That sort of thing.
Right. I don't really think that's going to be possible.
Right. Okay. No, that's fine. I didn't think it was like, but I thought it's worth that.
Where's Elminster now then? Obviously, I don't know.
Because I'm
Yeah,
getting down there. I'm
Yeah,
basically
well,
getting
at the Blackstaff Tower, Elminster decided he wanted to stay and have breakfast at the Oni portal.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Blackstaff,
Wait,
just let us know if anything comes of it.
Well, we've got to go on
Well,
to the Yawning Portal anyway, haven't we?
Well, that's where you were sleeping overnight. Because you decided you didn't want to go back to the inn that you own with your nice own comfy beds. Something about it being watched by imps or something, I don't know.
Well, we want to go to the Yawning Portal anyway, don't we? We want to track this guy down. I mean, we can have a word in his shell like before Blackstaff has a word with him, can't we?
No, yeah, I'm sure it'll go perfectly well.
That's what it was.
Well, if he's there when we get back, we'll have a chat.
All right.
Head back through the back streets again. Or I'll do perception checks as we go.
Okay, I'll just get you to make one check rather than you having to make quite a few.
Well, I would check if you just made.
Okay, yep. Just over the top of one of the buildings. Just over the top of one of the buildings, you can see what looks like, you've seen them before, one of those spectator things, like not quite a beholder. It doesn't seem to be looking at you, though.
Who's looking at?
It seems to be looking a couple of streets over. More towards where the halls of justice are.
I was going to go Mum's, but I think she's in it.
Yeah, she is.
Cheers. Awesome.
First spot.
Yeah, it's more towards the halls of justice for some reason.
Would the priest of Timora be in the halls of justice? Was it Ty or Timora? I can't remember.
That one was Timora. The halls of justice.
What
has
did
got Tia?
Yeah.
That
wasn't it time more that
Helm?
Blackstaff said that bloke prayed to?
I think so.
Yeah, it's not
Helm.
Timora at that one, no.
Are there any urchins knocking around in the street, Steve?
There are, but
And if my seeing visibility is still running, am I seeing anyone that's invisible or anything?
yeah, you're not detecting your detect magic will probably be running out. Detect invisibility is still going. Nothing's popping up at the moment. But can you roll a perception check for me just in case?
Perception.
Yeah, you didn't need to do that, Jay.
22.
See,
Your breakfast is carried over for you.
all right, okay.
Is that what I spotted? How much the breakfast was carried over for me? Lucky bastard.
No.
Ask one of the street urchins what's going on at the halls of justice. You know.
So, oh, there's a somebody's getting made a paladin later on today, I believe. Right about noon.
Do you know who?
No.
Do us a favour. Here's a silver piece. Find out. And come and let me know at the yawning portal.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, we could do that. Take the silver piece. And scutters off.
You're lucky that we're not in the rich man's world. They'd laugh at you and say that's a copper piece.
Okay. Yeah. Having a look around. You got that perception check. You're getting close to the yawning portal, and there's a few imps on the rooftops opposite it.
I'll let Feng and Silk know with message.
Okay.
Wavering.
Are you going to wave just in the direction you think they might be because you can't see them? Just,
Yeah.
or are you just going to point at a random bit on the ceiling and go, and hope you're close?
He's just obviously told us they're on the rooftop at such and such.
So you're just going to turn around and go,
looking that way and go,
Yeah, right. Not to oneself. Cut Feng out a message.
Are they watching us or are they watching the yawning portal?
they're
Well,
watching the yawning portal at the moment. They don't appear to have spotted you, if that's who they're looking for.
they're going to see us as we go in, though, aren't they? If they're watching the yawning portal.
Well, we got rid of most of them. Well, we got rid of them all in the yawning portal, didn't we?
Yep, you did. All the ones you could find, you got rid of, and you had a good look round the place for any more.
Imps are imps, aren't they? Well, parasites.
Well, I think these are all coming from Lord and Lady Devil Worshipper.
Castellanza.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's what I meant to tell. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go in as though they haven't seen us, or we haven't seen them.
Do we see? I'll see if I can see any inside again.
Okay. You can just about scan around downstairs and get to your bedroom to check that's okay before it filters out. Because Silk was taking you the back roads to get there safer and quicker. Okay, yeah. Get back into the yawning portal.
Who were the imps working for?
I just said.
What are they
That's
names?
right.
Castellan's a woman, I think.
Oh,
Do you remember the son's a big demon up in the bedroom on the top floor? And there was all those imps with it.
right. I must have missed that one, Jamie. I don't remember that bit, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, what was it? Wasn't it a chain demon or something like that?
Yeah, there was
I was going to tell
a demon
Blackstaff.
chained up there.
Right.
ask Durham if he know if what was his name? Warhammer is staying here. Or
Warhammer.
is he,
No,
whatever his
he-
name was.
Shit.
War Dragon.
War Dragon.
Malu
War
War
Dragon.
Dragon.
I knew it was something to do with the war thing place person.
I remember the dragon bit. I didn't remember the war bit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're asking them. Jasper sat down eating his breakfast.
I wouldn't go to eat that thing.
So you eating again, Jasper?
Hey, I'm a growing lad.
Fat man.
Oh, I'll relay as well to. I might as well let Wiggle Sprocket and Elminster know. Is Elminster here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the bottom part of the bar.
Yeah. I'll just message them both and just let them know what I found out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few people in for this time in the morning, but it's not overly busy.
I'll say at the moment we're suspecting it's this War Dragon person.
So have you told us pretty much everything that went on in Blackstaff's tower?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'll even tell you about that pot of ink.
Tell us who the staff belong to.
Well, obviously, I didn't know that. I've only just found that out.
Has it not got a little M on the bottom of it?
Yeah.
I'll
Probably
have a
off.
look now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
hands
it was
off.
an E. I thought it was an E for Elminster. Now you mention it, turn it that way.
It's not a W, it's an N.
But if that's the case, what's the book's called? What's his name? What's his name?
Monsoon.
Monsoon.
Yep, see, he remembers.
Monsoon is obviously a sorcerer because this is a sorcerer's staff and it can't be used by anybody else. He's not a wizard.
Same thing, isn't it?
No,
You all go
that doesn't make sense. That
with your fingers.
doesn't make sense because he had the spell.
How'd it go?
Like that, they do it.
Oh, that's what you did, yeah?
Seen
He
them
could
do
be
it.
multi-class.
He could
Duck
be.
the fireball.
Yeah,
What do you want me to fireball in here?
that's what that M on the bottom of the staff is for. You muppet.
The Muppet.
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 That's impressive that you know that.
Well,
So what does Durham
The,
say then? About
do you
War
know-
Dragon?
the stone says about this stone of Galore has said that the person that's stolen Monsoon's gem I'll tell you in a sec when I
Yeah.
find the text in a minute. Hang on, let me scroll up. I'll tell you in a minute. Are you ready?
Dramatic effect.
In your own time, Elmster.
I'll do it in the form of song.
No.
How about some interpretive dance?
No.
Yeah,
Please,
there we
no.
go. Someone who was not themselves influenced by thoughts not of this world.
So I could have been right on the mark then, couldn't I?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you might have been right about War Dragon fella.
It's
Yeah.
completely.
Could be right on the mark. Don't you reckon, Sil?
Absolutely.
Who's Mark?
Could be me.
It could be Bert. You heard it. Yeah. Don't tell you.
Could be
Yeah.
dealing with a
He's,
Now, you
doppelganger
asked
then.
the question, though. Hang on, let's go back. Don't take this the wrong way, Bert, but can I ask the question? You've got Monsoon staff.
Yeah,
Could it be you?
I've just said that. I've literally just said that.
He did. He did just say that. It could be him.
I don't remember saying that. He's wiped our minds. Or we
Well,
weren't paying attention.
No, that's
Well,
you. It could be that one as well.
Yeah, yeah.
What I will do.
He must have
I
only
will
wiped
do-
the non-intelligent ones because I remember it.
Yeah, but I was eating Bertie Basses at the time, and that's more important. Look at that.
What I will do, I'll ask the barkeep, is there anyone in the bar during the time that tower was raided?
I wasn't even in the bar then.
Right.
Oh, that
When was the last time War Dragon was in here? Can you remember?
he was in last night. He's got room here.
What time was the last time you seen him?
About 9 o'clock. He's been going bed early the last couple of weeks.
Was he in his room now?
I haven't seen him this morning. Well, do you want to
You
have a
got to
word?
keep his door.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right, we'll go and have a look. Goes up to the next floor up. Knocks on his door. Listens. Jingles around with his key. Opens the door. Okay, yeah, you've got a bedroom. Windows shut from the inside. Curtains are still drawn.
Go in.
Okay. It's a smallish room. There's a bed and a wardrobe, and not a lot
Yeah.
else in there.
Any lump in the bed, like someone's in it.
Well, either he didn't. It wasn't made yesterday, or somebody has slept in it. But there's nobody in the bed at the moment.
I'm going to search the room and look for glue and pieces of metal that match.
Also look for signs of
Radiant magic. I'm gonna go.
no, what would be called?
Okay.
The person who can hold the people.
Doppelgangers.
No, what's the gang called of the beholder?
The
Xantar's Guild. You
the
mean?
Red Hand Gang.
Is it Xantar or Zenithor? I can't fucking remember.
That's Xantar, isn't it?
The Brady
Yeah,
Bunch.
see, like signs of that. Don't forget the ink bottle that I found belonged to the Zent. Or Xanathar, whatever they're called.
Yeah, don't get those two mixed up.
Yeah, I was going to say Zents are different.
So I want to see if I can find any like symbols of Xanathar or anything like that.
Okay, so okay,
Just like a
you've
little-
already made investigations. You're having a good look around.
Yeah, all with Durham's permission, like we're not just
No,
going.
Durham's just stood there watching.
Yeah, we're not just going to wreck his room. Just trying to find information out.
Okay, underneath the wardrobe, just sticking out the bottom, underneath the bottom of it, there's a little pouch.
Go on, do you want to do your thing?
You said if that's magical.
Okay. Go on then. Go on, I'll cast detect magic stick.
Okay, how are you casting it normally?
Yeah,
Or with,
spell.
okay. Cast detect magic. It's not magical. and nothing appears to be glowing in the room.
All right, pick it up and open it.
Okay, yeah, open it up, and there's just a few silver plates that appear to have a bit of material stuck to one side. They're quite thin, but they're not actually sharp because the ends are rounded off
Is it
and
basically like the
quite
metal
polished.
plate? Is it a bit like the metal plate that we found on the other side? At the other side.
It does look very similar, yeah. Except that didn't have material on the end of it.
I'll ask the barkeep, is it only that war dragon that has used this room?
He's
I
had
thought
it
his
for
name
a
was
few
Warhammer.
months. War
Dragon.
Dragon Hammer.
Dragon Hammer. Dragon Hammer. Hammer Dragon.
MC Hammer.
Avatar.
Do we find really baggy gold pants as well?
Yeah.
So he found that. Don't find any notes or anything when you have a good look around his room. He's got a change of clothes, although they don't look like they've been worn.
Just go over his clothes, like just see if we can
Yeah.
find it in and out like that. You know, like how the harps have like a secret pin. Something like that.
Okay.
That may be used for the Xanathar.
Okay. Yep. You can have a good look over the clothes.
And I'll make
take a
sure
little while.
that particular care to put them back the way they were.
Okay.
So what time was you up this morning, Durden?
About 6.
And you've not seen him this morning?
Not seen him this morning, no.
And he went to bed about 9 o'clock last night.
Yeah, doesn't normally get up this early.
Does he ever have any visitors coming
He
into
might
the
not
pub?
have even come back.
No, he used to be quite sociable, but doesn't really go out doing anything these days. Spends a lot of his time just in the bar drinking. Not that I'm complaining about that.
No, being a fella tavern keeper, I understand where your profit margins have got to be at. No, it's always, there's a lot of people saying he's a massive personality change. He went to bed at 9 o'clock last night and hasn't been seen since. So he probably
Well,
hasn't
that's like
even
you
been
have
back
to
yet.
bend this, so it's not unusual.
Wow. I don't know what you said, Tim.
I said that's like you after a bender. It's not unusual.
Oh, no,
I mean,
no.
Feng, not you, Muzz. It could be you actually, Muzz. If I'm honest,
I was just going to say, there's not much difference really.
I'm the same.
But it could have been
Yeah.
doppelganged or mind wiped or something.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to let the dog out.
Is there a window in the room, Steve?
There is. It is closed and the curtains are closed.
Does it look in any particular? Obviously, it looks in a particular direction. That was stupid. Of course, it's looking somewhere.
You can see.
All right, let me ask it another way.
outside. You can see
What can I see
outside
out
from
of the
inside.
window?
It's a brick wall. Oh no, it's not. That's not where the window is. Yeah, you're looking out on the building. You can see the streets below. Have a quick glance around. Nothing seems to stand out too much. If you look around the window itself, it's not near any of the drain pipes or anything like that. If that's what you're looking for.
Well, what's the view? What does it actually look at? What can you see? Can you see Blackstaff's tower? Can you see?
No, I can't. Can't really see, but you can see the sides of other buildings and everything. You can't see as far as Blackstaff Tower or the main churches or where you live.
Right, okay.
It just seems it's just the street below, and
And it was locked from the inside.
it was locked, and the windows were locked for the inside, and the curtains were shut.
I think we better hunt this guy down, I think. Do you have any knowledge or anything of where he does go during the day, Durham?
Not really. He used to be quite sociable. He used to do well. I thought he was still doing jobs for the Blackstaff. Like, do you think somebody's bought him out or something?
No, just don't know whether it's him, whether it's actually him.
What, you think it could be somebody in disguise or something?
Within politicians, yeah. Everyone keeps going on about his impeccable character and everything and all that, and over the last few weeks, he's just massively changed.
He might have had some
Is he
bad
well
news.
known across Waterdeep?
Fairly well known, he's not on everybody's lips. He's, not as famous as Elminster, for instance.
Thanks.
Most are not.
Yeah, but 90% of it's not good stuff, though, is it?
Everyone across all of Fairn has heard of Elminster.
Yeah, they have, but not you.
Going back to what Feng just said, though, 90% of it is not good.
Well, any news
there's
is good
no-
news. That's along the same
Yeah.
vein. Any fame is good fame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, that one.
I believe they even had a play after you.
They did. I think
It was farce. What you call a play? More of a farce.
probably. I think the next thing, if fame does follow me and the people of Waterdeep want it, maybe they'll create some charitable organisation in my name. Just
Do
to
you think?
spread the word and make people understand that Elminster, I'm here for the good of the people, for entertainment and to help everyone. So
He's just nodding while cleaning his glass.
Common people. There's probably a song in there somewhere,
So who's this paladin?
Paladin?
Oh yeah, who's been made a paladin today? Do you know Burnt Durham?
Hang on. Is it me?
It's not Elminster.
is it a surprise paladin thing? No one's asked me, but I'll do it if you want me to.
It's not surprising we ask it, is it?
No. Last time we did this about paladin, it all went wrong. Let's not.
I don't know. You have to check with the temples. Do you know which temple it is?
Tia.
Alter Justice.
Justice.
Oh, it's the one with my right-hand man, buddy.
Yeah, that's the Halls of Justice, and you've got Ilmater's there as well.
I've got his name here somewhere. Let me
that
scroll
could
back
be-
to near the start.
An all-master paladin.
How does that work? It'd be interesting. I'm not entirely sure what kind of interesting it would be, but yeah.
Tiberian.
Tiberian, yeah.
Paladin that's into bondage.
Like a paladin of Baal. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good
No.
one.
Yeah, you
There's
don't
no
want to meet a
Baal
paladin
anymore.
of Bot.
There's no Baal anymore, is there?
No.
Paladin of Merkel, then.
There's no Merkel.
Okay.
Cyric.
Yes.
Bane.
What the
Bane
three
went
dead?
as well.
Or did he?
Bane.
What are the three dead gods dead?
No, I think they're still about.
Mm-hmm.
What have they just
Got
lost
Cyric
all the
killed
power?
him.
I think they're not big gods anymore.
They're now gods with a little g.
I've just started reading Shadowdale again and Tantras. Just read Shadowdale.
Oh, it's a good book.
Right.
Ah,
We just had the fight against Bane, actually.
the good book. I mean, 101 uses for a paladin.
Mistra's just been accused of killing Elminster.
But he's there. He's not dead.
Unfortunately.
So, what are we doing then? We've got somewhere to visit once we've got this little hammer.
Has he not turned up with it yet, mate?
No. I think it's due about midday, I think.
Let's get that out of the way. Get that all sorted and then start looking for War Dragon, I think.
Warhammer.
Hammer Dragon.
Yes. The other one.
You're struggling with that, aren't you, Tim?
That's just you know when you get something in your head from the very start, it just doesn't change.
Yes, so.
You reminded me of that, Paul.
I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Don't answer that question. I'm going to hang around in the bar, see if one of the urchins turns up with a name.
Okay.
I thought he was just going to hang around there now until the dude with the hammer turns up. And sort
That's
all
what I
that
mean,
out.
yeah.
I can't. I've
Okay.
literally just missed my mouth and poured me beer all over my keyboard.
So that sounds like a really bad drinking problem.
Do you
If you're
have your
missing
keyboard
mouth.
on your chin?
I just literally turned the beer in front of me. Didn't even put my lips on the glass.
Yes. Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
That's just camera not on.
That one can go.
Which one's that?
It's Jamie, my cousin.
Yeah,
There's
he's
Jake, there's the bald one.
Steve.
Steve.
Or Tim.
The bald
Two of
one?
them.
I like that.
Which
Bald
one?
I like the fact that you're the bald one, Steve.
I should have said that. I'm not as if
Obviously,
that
I've got a full head of hair.
The only
That doesn't count.
reason you can't tell that Tim's bald is he hasn't got the light on, so it shines off his head.
let me just
Actually, yes.
polish this up a bit.
That's an outrageous comment, most.
I've got a full
Disappointing.
head of hair. You just can't see it.
Oh, that's it. She's whispering to the dad, which means there's
Have
something.
you ever noticed that before?
Never noticed what? What you laughing at?
Don't put that up, please. Thank you.
What's you laughing at, boss?
She said it looks like Jay's got a bog eye. I said he has. It's just tried to
Got
pull a
two
face
bog
and it went
eyes.
straight. He tried to pull a face and it went straight. See? Let's just hang around then for this fellow with the hammer then.
Okay, fair enough. You hang around for a little bit, for a bit more of the morning.
Oh,
Just
by the
gonna,
way, Emma, so there's imps watching the portal.
There's what this place?
Yeah.
just gonna nip to the toilet. That won't be a moment.
I'll join you.
There's also one of those small beholder things. Watching the halls of justice.
So we need to sneak off, don't we? Next time we leave here.
Let's go down the portal, go along, and come up somewhere else.
I was thinking the same. Yeah, there's bound to be routes around there. We'll just walk down one of them, back up.
Yeah, there's got to be other staircases in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why nobody's ever thought of it before.
I don't know. I tell you, I'm going to go and make a brew while everyone's nicked off. Back in a minute.
As well. Yeah, no worry. Oh.
You still on those?
Right, yeah.
Your camera's
What?
gone on.
I don't know what's happened there.
Yeah, it's completely black.
The camera is sending at a low frame rate. This may be caused by high system load. No idea.
Just do what I do. Most just turn the camera off. As long as you can
Oh,
still
right.
tell, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why it's done that.
Yeah, I actually thought you lost connection.
No. I'll turn it back on in a minute. Tired, like.
Yeah, I don't know why, because this is the only thing. Whenever you use the camera for this, it just seems to go a bit laggy. So I just started using the camera off.
Yeah. I've done some updates before, and one of them wouldn't update for some strange reason. I don't know whether it's out to do with that, like.
Well, when I turn Discord on, it does like 16 or 17 updates every single time.
Yeah. No idea.
Muzzy's still here. It's just his camera's being a bit weird.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's just when we've turned your camera off because it's using too fast a high rate or something. So I've just knocked it off with it.
Fair enough. Bit weird, but okay.
Yeah. I'll turn it
I've
back
got-
on in a bit, see what happens.
I've got a little warning sign on mine saying mine's running slower than usual due to high demand, and it's like,
Oh, yeah, that may be the same thing I've just had then. Something like that.
right.
Sounds like you're having the same issues that I was having. That's why I just leave mine off now.
That, and we can't tell how many bottles of stout he's got in front of him.
Actually, I'm on John Smith.
Okay, John Smith. Is that a stout or is that something else?
It's
It's a bitter.
Bitter.
Right.
a very smooth bitter. So it's not too
Yeah.
strong either. So what is it? I think it's 3.5%. So
Just smooth bitter in it.
yeah, they're creamy.
Yeah.
For some reason, Steve doesn't like me drinking stout.
Where did he end up drunk, Steve?
No, nothing like that. But we were at Jason's caravan, and Jamie comes out of the toilet and goes, "Yeah, be careful in there. It's a bit stouty." Oh, it was bad. I could smell it without opening the door. It's like, what the hell is that? Also, he was handing out these stouts, going, "Try a bit that. This one's really nice and creamy." I'm like,
A lot of them do taste like crap. Like most of
but
them.
then I don't like stout, so
I don't mind a couple.
I don't think Jay was impressed with him, and apparently he does like a bit stout. So
I'm not even dead mind.
Some are nice. Some are a bit crap.
I've already admit, I am quite partial to Catherine's.
I was just going to say one of the nicest ones is Caffrey's. I was literally just going to say. Oh, camera's still not working. I'll leave it off.
okay, somebody back.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Ooh.
A few people mill around. Bonnie's about, Three Strings about, Volo's in with Floon. They've come in for lunch. Yeah, Renier comes in. Looks around. You're just still sat in the bar waiting, or
Yeah, I'd probably be
Yeah.
talking to Volo or something for a bit.
regaling some of your stories
Yeah,
in hope for a good mention in one of his books.
yeah.
Make you
That's what I'll be doing.
even more famous.
You'd asked him, has he ever heard of anybody else called Alminster?
I mean, he might have.
Jamie,
It's an
you
unusual name.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh no, he's not. He's disconnected.
I am now.
I say, I've just heard him.
Oh no,
It's
he's
'cause I'm
in the game.
It's because I wiped the screen off when I was drying my keyboard.
So yeah, when
Yeah,
Renier comes in, I'll go and have a chat with him.
No sign of the urchins.
Not yet. Renier's just come in. He's down here.
Do you reckon he knows War Dragon?
Hammer.
No, dragon.
Warbird.
Warbird. Bird of prey.
Thunderpeck.
Kobayashi Maru.
I'm gonna say
Hey,
wild
that's one hell
Thunderpeck.
of a simulation, that.
What did you call that? Did you say stimulation?
Simulation. Oh,
All right.
you.
About that,
We-
really worried. If you had, I'd be really worried.
What
Not that I'm
stimulation?
not worried about you anyway, but it's a different question.
Just a little bit more worried.
Yes, just a tad.
So, shit, what have I done that for? Really annoying. Spells.
Yeah, go and speak to
Okay,
Renier.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Go speak to Renier. You know. Ah, there you are, Mister.
Just a fella. Did you happen to buy a trinket from that auction?
Yeah, did why?
How much did you pay for it?
It was quite a bargain, actually. It was only 20 gold.
20 gold? Okay. Well, lucky you. I had my eye on that. We were otherwise engaged.
It's quite an ornate little thing.
Can I have a look at it?
Yeah, I brought it along like I said. It pulls out. It's about that long. Probably only about that long with a little hammerhead on it like that, but it's got very detailed carving along the handle.
Is it
But it's-
metal?
It is quite light.
Tell you who might know.
So it's
Our
quite solid.
what's his name? The young boy that follows us round. The little beardy boy. Beardy boy. Is Beardy boy in there?
Yeah, Billy Boy's. Well, he finished his breakfast. He's loitered around.
Boy, young boy. Come
What
and
the
look at
fuck is
this.
Oh, you're on about Wiggle Sprocket.
Oh, again?
Jasper.
Yeah,
Oh, I have to look
Ja-
at it
yeah,
again.
Jasper.
yeah. It goes. Is the cream working? Yeah.
Anyway, is this mithril? Is that mithril?
Let's have a look. Oh, that's nice. Right. There you go.
Message
That is.
him as he's doing that to say,
Yeah.
if it is mithril, just nod and say, no, it's not.
Okay, he looks a bit stunned and goes, "No, that's not."
Ah, but it looks nice still anyway. You wouldn't consider selling it, would you? I know obviously you've bought it because you liked it and what have you, and I had my eye on it as well. To be honest, I thought it was mithril, but I'll tell you what it's from.
Okay.
My dad used to have something very, very similar, and he's passed away, and that reminds me of him. I've got nothing else to remind me of him, and I just wonder if you'd consider selling it to me just so that I can remember poor old Pappy.
I'm going to walk away.
Okay.
If I'm at the other end of the bar, I'm going to like bite my lip.
That was actually quite well worded. You can make a persuasion with advantage, Jay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I'm going to start singing drunken songs
I want
and
to
pretend to
down the well.
be very drunk.
19. Good job I had advantage.
Yes. Oh, dear, that's quite sad. Yeah. I'll sell you just for what I paid for it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You need to remember your family.
Oh, thank you very much. It's really kind of you. Start rummaging through my money and count out the 10 gold that I've got. Got 10 gold. Start going through my silver. 10. Another.
You tight, yeah.
Got another 10 silver there. Got 10
Stop,
gold.
I'm going to stop.
10
I'm going
gold.
to stop pretending to be drunk. Just walk over and put 20 gold on the table. And say,
Fucking hell.
he was your dad, for Christ's sakes.
I've only got what I've got.
Yeah, but didn't you go to the bank and exchange gold for platinum?
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, we all did.
Don't be ridiculous. Make sure to keep me platinum separate when I'm doing all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you didn't accidentally slip a platinum in with a
No,
silver.
God, no.
No.
I have only got 10 gold, so. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you pulled it out of your pouch that's got.
Silk's paid for it now,
there.
so put me 10 gold away. Thanks, Silk. It's really generous of you.
Okay, hands it over.
Oh, that's very
You know
kind
what,
of you.
Phil? If your hands do end up in Elminster's pockets, I understand.
Jemmy pockets.
My hands have been in his pockets many times.
That's where he got that 20 gold from.
Yeah, what when you think he's got no gold?
No, yeah.
Here's yours back. Think, here's yours back.
Right.
Jasper. No, I won't do it to Jasper.
Right then. Sorted. Mithril hammer.
Sorry, what have I just paid 20 gold for? I don't realise.
A non-missile hammer.
With a spoon.
It's basically a small mithril toffee hammer.
Yep. We need that to help us get in where we need to get into.
I've seen Shawshank Redemption. I know what his plan is. Yeah.
Okay.
What, calling for shit? Is that why he's got his boots?
Right, always.
Okay. Anything else you're up to at the moment, or?
Which on this urchin that I gave a silver piece to, I'm going to. If he doesn't rock up soon, won't be pleased. He certainly won't be getting another one.
You certainly won't be getting another one.
When
All
we
the silver piece.
when we come out of here, we need to be hidden, disguised. We need to get away without any little imps or any other creatures following us.
Yeah, a little kid sticks his head round the door and waves at you, Silk.
Well, how am I going to get out?
All right.
You
Wait a
can't
minute.
disguise.
Just take your hat off. Oh, that's what you look like anyway.
What have you got for me?
It's well
Unless you get in Jasper's bag.
That's
Oh,
fine. Can we
You
fit
don't want to
in?
get your hands on my bag.
No, but your
Oh,
pocket.
Yeah.
All right, give him another go. Another silver, say. Good man.
Another silver. Okay.
Oh,
In fact, no. Before you go, come back.
Mm.
Here's a gold.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Spread it round. We're looking for what's his name? Warhammer.
Or
Dragon
Lord.
Dragon
Lord
slapper. Dragon
Warhammer
slapper.
Dragon Lord.
person thing. What's his name? Come on.
What a dragon.
War Dragon. He's a knight. I need to know where he is. Spread it round. I'm looking for him.
Okay.
Good man.
Okay. Runs off. Shall not see me again. I'm rich. No, he doesn't say that. Really.
He knows better than that.
Yeah, he just sort of skirts on out.
Does anybody know the name Von Zarovich? He's the one who's been made into a paladin.
ah,
Strad.
I know it, but I don't know where I know the name from.
Strad,
Strad.
the
Strad.
ex-vampire. Strad von Zarovich.
Yeah.
Where'd you know him from?
Have we heard the name?
I don't think we do we?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you did. Sorry, I thought you did.
It was in one of the newspapers.
That's
that
where he
where
was.
Let me see if I can just find which newspaper mentions it.
Party
That is Pacific. So it would be one of the Waterdeep was Zeus.
How long ago do you know?
It's our other characters that know him, Tim. That actually
what,
know
sorry?
him. It's our other characters that actually know him.
Oh, right, okay.
You know, when you, I don't know, the copper.
Oh, Copper Dragon thing.
Yeah. It's those
I've
characters.
only played the character once, Jamie. It's not bedded in yet. Well, that's the one I've got to tell him. Tell Jace.
Oh, I'm not
Truths,
even.
lies,
I
and
forgot about all them rumours and everything. Forgot all about
Yeah.
that.
Carl's Tower.
First rumour is Jay. Your character's very forgetful.
What were the other rumours?
Can't remember.
Is it the 24th?
One of mine is I can never remember names, John.
Wasn't the 24th?
I'm a John.
Yeah, it's on
Can't find it.
this. Yeah, I think I found it. It's mentioned in that one.
Can't see that. Too small.
Yeah, it's in the side story on the left.
Trouble in the sewers.
Yep.
No,
And
I
hang on,
can't
he
make
said
it
something
out.
about the sewers as well.
That was on the 25th.
I found her.
Oh, stop whisper.
So he's been made a paladin because he basically did that in the sewers. See,
I
if you
can't
take
read
that
it.
as read, Elemenster should be made a paladin.
Yes.
What he did in, I didn't mean it. I just making comments. It's a possibility.
Elminster the Paladin.
Yes,
It does have a certain ring to it.
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I think what you find is to be a paladin, you have to give up worldly goods, things like
You know,
Hang on.
musical instruments.
I can be a
Hang on,
different
hang on.
kind of paladin
Singing and dancing. I don't think I'd be able to do those things.
with like
You're saying
musical armor,
Elminster-
and every
No,
time I
but-
exhale through me helmet,
no,
it goes.
that would still be the no. That would still be the no. That would still be the same. I don't think you could do that. If I'm honest, I don't think you could do it now.
What?
His
Did you
biggest
say Elminster the
to
Paladin?
remain silent. So
Elminster makes a din.
No, that's not what he said. But
But it's what he meant.
right, so what we doing? We nicking off to where we need to go.
I think I'm gonna throw in. Yeah, I do. I think Blackstaff's doing what she's doing.
I don't
All
don't
right,
see the
so
relevance of the paladin thing.
No, I don't. Other than the fact he's been in the sewers, but then again, we've been in the sewers, so maybe
Yeah,
we
but
should all be paladins. I think I am a paladin at heart.
Do you know that's where I'm coming from? You know, we do our things,
no,
but I
no,
think
it's not where no, it's a totally different place you're coming from. I don't want to go where you are.
Gonna walk off and then put him up. It's
well, to be
shaking my
honest,
head.
I'm gonna have to shake his head. What am I doing? What am I doing?
I mean, you could always go back to the Algarve and then go into the sewers there, and then we can come up anywhere in the city we want if you want to lose them properly.
going where?
We could actually go back to Argath, go down the sewers, and then come back up anywhere in the city
That's a good idea.
if you want to lose them.
Yeah, that's what I do want to do.
Right. Do that then. Not a bad shout.
Oh, Muzz, the last fight we had in where were we? We fought a really, really hard dwarf. You've got his massive battle axe
Oh yeah, you do.
thing.
All right.
Thought it was magic, but
So on the back of that, at the time you weren't there, so couldn't ask you the question. I've borrowed your scimitar. If you want it back, you can have it back. It's not a problem.
What's the battle axe
Oh,
magic?
Steve.
Did you say?
No.
It,
He swapped you for some old dwarven battle axe for your beautiful magic glowing sword.
the wolf was doing a lot of damage.
You're such a twat. It was your idea.
Well, you paid me.
That's not the point.
Steve, for me, detect magic. We running did I notice if that was magic or not?
Did you have your battle axe with you?
Well, I had Thing with me.
Oh, yeah, you did have thing with you. So, yeah.
It is magic.
Oh, all right. You can keep hold of the scimitar then.
Oh, I see. 2 minutes ago, Elements.
You know what? I don't want your scimitar. In fact, no, I'll have it. Yeah, I'll have it. It doesn't matter. Ignore me.
It's changed now, hasn't it?
Yeah, and
Usually you're not having it.
it's not a battle axe, it's a great axe.
Right, great.
Okay.
I knew it was big. Whatever one of those is. I don't know what one of those is.
And when he hit people with it, it did a great job on them.
It
It
did.
was like,
All right.
It really did.
He was rather good with that axe.
just a bit.
So,
Yeah.
Proper hard it was.
Yeah, you missed Bert almost getting cut in half.
Yeah.
Properly
He
cut
just,
out.
Bert decided to, in his robes and his regular clothes, to go 1-on-1 against this dwarf for a laugh.
No, I didn't choose to do that. I just thought he was running away. I didn't realise.
He was coming back. Yeah. and everybody else back somewhere. You went up to the corner and oh shit.
All right.
I was
Yeah,
getting
you can
ready
use the
to fight
scimitar
him.
then. I'll
Cheers,
use
mate.
this axe for a while.
I don't think you like the axe personally.
I'll see. I'll have a go with it.
I
See what
buried him with a massive axe, and he won't like it.
No, I don't think you like it. I think he'll go. Can I have my puny little scimitar back?
No, I don't know if it's on your character sheet, but why don't you flick on your specialisation for the battle axe and turn the scimitar off?
yeah, that makes sense.
What's this turn a scimitar on? How do you do that? Talk nicely to it.
Right, how did you do that, Jamie?
I need to bring up my character sheet.
Steve, so I think we're walking to Troll Skull then.
Okay.
Right.
And did
Was
you
it a
go
great
through any? Did you go through any disguise, or you just
Great
walked
axe.
No,
through?
we're walking to Troll Skull, so they can watch us go into Troll Skull. Then we're going to go down the sewers and out of some others to
Right.
try and lose them.
Okay.
Great axe, halberd. There you go.
Click that.
You can turn it off. Yeah, turn that on, and you've got cleave. Cleave is ace.
Yeah. If you miss, you still do damage.
Right, well, what do we need to turn off then, Jamie?
Just it's the scimitar. Which one ever the one the scimitar is? Oh, does that mean you can have 4 going? No, you can only have 3. Like, there you go. It's that one. Yeah, turn that one off.
Which one?
The second one down from the top.
Dagger, light hammer? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, scimitar.
dagger, light hammer, sickle, and
Yeah.
scimitar.
Right, okay.
And if you find the great axe, are you able to just drag the great axe on, Steve? So, oh, he's got it at the top. Let's
Right.
see.
Yeah, but that's just a normal axe.
I know, but I want to see if it's. Yeah, there you go. It's got cleave on it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Steve just needs to. So if you read cleave,
Fucking hell, 1d12 plus 6.
Yeah.
Who's 1d12 plus 6?
That's the damage.
On mine it says 1d12 plus 4.
On the great axe damage. On the slashing. That's I'm not surprised. He nearly cut Bert in half.
Yeah,
It's huge.
yeah.
You can make a melee attack roll with a weapon against second creature within 5 foot.
Yeah. Also takes damage.
Bloody hell.
But,
Clean legs.
but there was only Bert stood toe to toe at the time.
Wow.
I think you ran in to finish, have a good go, but
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
We're getting this 1d12 plus 6 damage because it says 1d12 plus 4 on that.
Yeah, I don't quite get it because it says that for the damage, but when you roll it,
Strength plus
Oh.
4, rage plus 2. Rage is on.
red, yeah.
yeah,
So,
Alright,
yeah, just don't forget to switch rage off.
Right, okay. Rage.
Unarmed defense. Yeah, you've always got that going, haven't you?
And then if it's
Yeah.
magic, it'll do whatever it'll do with magic as well, won't it?
Yep, it does feel particularly well balanced.
Right, turn rage off.
Right. Go to
Alright,
Troll
okay.
Skull.
Okay, you head over to 12 Skull. You get to 12 Skull about 1 o'clock. You can make a perception
account.
check.
Oh.
Everybody,
Everyone.
everybody make a. Yes, please.
Perception. Ooh, 14.
22.
What?
Okay. Silk and Bert notice the mist has got a very slight red tinge to it.
What colour is Monsoon? Oh, it does. Sorry, does Monsoon have a colour? Is it red?
Just think about it, there wasn't a lot of red around his place or anything like that. And his skin's very grey and washed out.
Would I have a clue with Arcana or anything like that? Of what it could be?
Yeah,
Even
you can,
if
you can
general
make it. You can make an Arcana check if you like.
No. No.
No,
Okay.
but there's something not right about it. But that's all you get. All you're getting really. You know something's not right. Something's not right about it. It's not behaving properly. But
Yeah, well, we knew if the fog's not been right for a while, we just can't figure out what it is.
What, are we all making perception checks?
yeah, if you want to make one. And we know Feng's perception.
Is not very good.
No, it sounds about average. Yeah. Nothing untoward happening. Everything seems fine. Do you tell them about the fog, then, Bert, or
Yeah.
this fog that seems to be getting denser over the last couple of days? It's behaved strange because when you went down a sewer cover, it didn't follow you down. It just stayed above it. And it seems to have they've told you it's got a very, very slight red tint to it, but you can't see it.
Oh, just out of curiosity, when we were walking back from, when I had my detect magic going,
Yeah.
was the fog lighting up as magic?
No.
It wasn't. I'll let him know about that as well.
It's got red fog, red tintish fog.
It's got a
isn't
very
it?
slight red tint to it.
Well, isn't that Red Wizards of Thay from Zental Keep?
I'm going to say
Said-
yeah because of the way Steve smiled.
Well, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. There hasn't been Red Wizards of Thay in Waterdeep for years.
It's just his facial
got Zen.
expression and it all.
We know we've got Zen, don't we?
Yeah.
Although you did read something that did mention it, but those notes were over 5 years. Yeah, but they were like 5 years out of date. So
Yeah, but everyone's heard of the Red Wizards of Thay in Burnham, haven't they?
The Red Wizards of Thay have been everywhere at some point.
I think everyone's heard of them.
Bunch of fannies.
The Shadowvar, they're quite hard. I'm reading books on them as well.
Who?
Shadowvar. The Shadowvar. The Neithral Empire.
Me'ithril.
Is it Neithral?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Me'ithril.
No, not Mithril. Neithral Empire, I think it is. I'm reading a book about them at the moment.
Okay.
It's down in the sewers then if we get back to old school.
Do that. Troll skull.
Jump down the well. Not this
Okay.
well.
Okay, head back to Old Skull. Bit, reasonable few nice people in there. Your plants are looking pleased to see you.
Hey! Been keeping everyone entertained. Good,
Well, yeah,
good.
'cause obviously better than when you're there.
What do you feed Bill and Ben on?
Water and shit.
Dung,
Yeah.
Miracle Grow.
He traps in the pot, doesn't he?
Do you want me to prune them?
No. Thanks anyway. With your new battle axe.
Try it out.
You know what you should, but he's got a point. You should prune plants. It's good for them.
Yeah.
And you should actually do it. You should be harsh, cut really low.
What have these
I think you
plants
should give it a
done
go thing.
to bother you?
No, what I'm saying, they grow stronger. It's good for them.
Not these ones. Not.
You don't know. How do you know this thing? You don't know this.
Peter and Bob.
You can't even remember their names.
No, God, no.
You seem to forget that these two plants carry Elminster's brain.
They do actually.
It's-
Yeah.
They are.
You know what? It's not a bad point.
My intellect was split once I gave birth to those two plants.
So they've both got 1 point of intellect out there.
Half.
These two plants are Elminster's advisors.
Half.
Musical advisors.
It's their intelligence.
No, they can't do that. He didn't listen then because he brought up the bagpipes.
Right, we're going down the sewers then.
Okay,
Yeah.
you down there. Make sure nobody's following you down that into that through your secret passage, out the other way. Rope down. Have you stopped off to get your boots?
My sewer walking boots. Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah. They seem nice and intact,
I'm going to cast Mend on them anyway, just in case.
just in case. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure they're not
Oh,
shit
wait.
in them or anything else like that.
one of the threads was coming a bit loose, but it's all nice and tight now.
Jolly good. Press the
Okay, yeah.
digitate them as well, just to make sure there's no other funny business going on from people that are jealous.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Of
They're
sewer
looking
wading
good.
boots.
Name
Just because
names.
you didn't think of it yourself.
Yeah, you got a good polish on them and everything now. Yeah, they're looking good, smelling good, lovely and comfy, fully
off we go.
repaired. Off you go. Down in for your basement, through your secret passage, into the caves. Lower yourselves down on the rope ladder into the sewers,
Away we go.
and away you go.
Put that peg
Which
on
way
me
do you
nose.
go? Ah, yes. Yeah, Jasper's got a peg on his nose as well.
Yeah, still got it.
Okay.
Nose peg. There it is.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, end of the
We need to
grid.
go near the what's it called? Is it the Land of the Dead or whatever it is? You know, where they bury everyone.
City of the Dead.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Well, the City of the Dead's roughly south-ish from here, so we do just wander down the sewer to the south and then come out somewhere, or just
Yeah, that's the plan.
You have a compass.
Yeah.
Stay.
yeah.
Does Wiggle Sprocket have a compass?
No. He might have to add that to his list of things to get, though.
I
So,
don't need a
it's-
compass. I don't need a compass, Steve.
Yeah, he knows which way he's going. It's that way. Because you came from that way. All right, you wander down the sewers bit. There's a couple of turn-offs and a couple of places you can go up. Are you just going to take a random place up away from your tavern, or try to get in the near vicinity of the city?
Well,
Try and get
I'll
nearish.
know. I'll know roughly how far it is. I've got wandering on it. Wandering.
Yeah, you know roughly where you are in relationship to the city, so Ben can lead the way. Seems to think he knows where he's going.
Follow Fang.
Follow through
Doesn't
thing
feel
through the shitty.
But I will follow.
Okay, makes it a couple stops at couple goes that way. And then after about 45 minutes of walking along these narrow puff pathways down the side of the sewers. Yeah, you reckon you're pretty close.
All right, if we reckon we're there, well, let's go on then.
Okay, I got the first sewer exit you find. Okay. A strength check to try and lift it because it seems a bit stuck.
That's okay.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem for you.
Just on ability, that, isn't it? Click.
Yeah, or have you got athletics or?
Oh yeah, I've got athletics.
No, it definitely seems a little bit stuck.
All right, let me have another go.
Do you want me to help you, Fang?
No, you're all right.
I'll give you a hand.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you think this
Jammed
one's
that.
definitely a bit jammed. There
Do
might
you
be
want
another.
do you
Should
want
be.
me to do it for you?
go on then.
Oh, damn it!
There must have been a trick to it. You must have loosened it or something, because Silk manages to wiggle it loose.
There you go. Thanks, Silk.
Great axe my ass.
Do you need hand carrying that axe, by the way? You all right? Like, Is it
You
getting a
only
bit
carry
heavy
it.
for you?
Yeah.
I can't hear if it's on wheels.
I'll hook it on Sir Elminster's backpack.
I'll
That's
stay where I am.
If we do the dying fly on the floor, say, get me up, get me up. No.
Doesn't Elminster get madnesses on his strength?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
Son's Feng now. Oop.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or at least it looked like it by them rolls.
I was gonna
But yeah, you
say,
might-
should do after gun rolls. Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah, you managed to get up low. So you're heading, and you're not far from City of Dead. You can see the walls from here. Take it you're going to make yourself smell good when you get out of the sewer, Elminster.
Hell yes.
Yeah, it's a nice bit of prestidigitation. Once for
Give
each
Elminster
boot,
a
just
hug.
in case.
Give everyone a clean up.
Okay.
Is that what you call it?
I'm not walking round here with you stinking like that.
no, I can only make things smell of barbecue.
It gives everybody a clean up. Everybody's smelling very slight scent of flowers, but it's not overpowering. Okay, and you see the city. It's City of the Dead. Doubles up as a cemetery and a big park.
Okay.
So what is it you are looking for?
We need to find wasn't it the tomb that we've been to before? Was it something to do with
There's a tomb that you've been to before that you're right near the start. You just went, and all
Did
the
anyone-
tombs around there seemed okay.
was it some Reynolds one? Some relation of that? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
But can you check that we're not being followed?
Were
Well,
laid his
visible.
wife to rest midst bones of sons blood sealed. There where Henry laid himself to rest lies that which open Lord concealed. Who's Henry?
Mm.
Have you heard of Henry before, Bert? Someone called Henry.
I've heard of that state. I can't remember.
No, I don't think you've actually heard of that. Okay.
Last time we played, didn't I get a vision of? I know you've sent me that handout. What the?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a hammer, and it was striking a dragon scale, and it was bathed in sunlight near a really, really big door.
Was it underground? The big door.
Oh, didn't we figure this being something to do with the dwarves?
Yeah, I think there's two notes. There's one that says notes on Malurkin Vault.
Ah, yes, Malurkins. You did a bit of thing about those, and it's an ancient tribe of
Dwarves. Was
dwarves. Yeah, that they built around this area before Waterdeep was even built.
So the vault, isn't there a Daggle's relations vault?
There is, yeah, there is.
Okay.
There's that. Take it. That's where you're generally heading.
Yeah. Or Brandath. Is there someone called Brandath?
Yeah, there is the Brandath vaults.
Right, that's where we want to go, I think. Brandath Crypts.
Yeah, have you brought Simon with you?
Yeah. Sure have. Simon the Monkey.
Okay. Just wait for that to load up for everyone. I'll just hold that up there. Okay. Right, that should have loaded anybody now. Yeah, you come up to the. This is the area that's known as the Brandath Crypts. It's a collection of mausoleums. It's got with a wall with grates going around it. It doesn't have a gate or anything like that though. You've had a quick look in here before just to see if anything looked knackered or anything, which it didn't.
Well, just so you know,
What's the
if we get to where it is, I'll read you what I know. In fact, I can copy and paste this. So, endless field of corpses, halls of stone, a golden dragon aging so rapidly that scales shed from its skin, the sound of a mithril hammer striking stone, which we've got.
in sunlight in a darkened room?
Chisel,
Chisel,
Brandath Crypts. And we also know something about the doors of the copy that, and then this bit. Doors of a Malerkin vault were ceremonially sealed. Opening the doors requires a single dragon scale to be laid upon the bas relief of the sun and then struck while lit by sunlight. If the doors should shut upon us while we stand within the vault, they can reputably be opened by simply placing a hand upon them from within.
Just out of curiosity,
Right, well, we need to find a.
you know, the dragon scale, just because of what it's saying there, do you think it's got to be the gold dragon scales that have got to be struck by the metal armor?
Don't know. I have no idea. If it may be, and if we have, then we're a bit scuppered. But let's find something. If there's a bas relief of sunlight.
That's what we need to look at first.
Can anyone cast daylight?
No, not me.
What time of day is it?
It's about 2 in the afternoon now.
Oh, so we're at midday, so we've got a good few hours, haven't we?
Right, let's go and have a look at the. Start looking around these. Stay. Gonna go over
Okay,
here.
as you see, there's a path, and the grass is well kept around here. There's at least you can see at least 6, possibly more buildings.
Yeah, have a look at these ones on the front.
Okay, doesn't there appears to be a few doors. Seem quite old and solid. No windows.
Okay. Just check the outsides of all of these and just go around them first of all.
Okay.
In between,
I'm following on.
all walk around it.
Yeah,
Okay,
just have a walk around.
Why
the
don't
lot
we
first.
just take one building at a time?
Yeah.
And just do one building at a time. All of us walk around it.
Yeah.
That one that you just walked around first, yeah. That one, it appears to be the oldest building, but possibly the most well made. Can anybody speak Dwarven?
I can.
Okay. Above the main door, which is, I'm going to say is that one there. It's got some carved letters in Dwarven. There are some of them ones you can't make out all the letters, but you can make out BR. Then there's a letter missing, N. Another letter or two missing, you're not sure. And then it says TH space CRY. Not sure the next
TH.
bit.
It's all right. This is what we want. This is what the vision showed me. That's Brandath crypts.
That would make up the missing letters.
So this looks hopeful. So let's just pop in.
Let's.
What we came for.
Right then, I'll just
All right.
open the door then, eh? Just open the door, Steve.
Okay, it appears to be locked.
God damn it.
And
Do you want to go
allowed-
first, Silk, or
Anything on the.
so that I can
allowed-
embarrass you, or do you want me to do it just first
Yeah.
time round?
I'll
Yeah.
give it a go.
Yes.
That's first.
Okay, you're checking the traps on that. Yeah, and you've tried the door, but it seems to be locked.
Yeah.
And a
Step to
loud,
one side. Oh, while he
a loud,
does that.
deep voice from the south comes out and said, "Only those of Brandath blood are welcome here. Be gone." It was quite a deep voice.
From the south.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just move.
Well, I
just
think
gonna
that's
move
not us
up
then.
behind,
So should we go back to the
um,
pub then? Because I don't think that's
behind
us.
Feng. What did he say,
I fancy beer.
Mr. Brandath? Wink at Silk. What did he say? Sam Brandath.
I'll repeat it in Dwarvish. Only those of Brandath blood are welcome here.
Okay. Yeah, repeat that in Dwarvish. All good.
This isn't where you're meant to be striking the hammer with the scale, is it?
There's no sort of like relief on the floor or anything that looked like it was a sun or.
Not that you can see.
Those are the notes in the vault. That's what I'm. Only people of Brandath blood welcome here.
Mm.
In that riddle, it says something about his son's blood sealed.
Where
Whether his
laid
wife
his
vested
wife
with
to
his
rest.
son's of his son's blood sealed were and laid himself to rest. That which open Lord concealed lies.
Just have a look for any little secret compartmenty things, Steve.
Stay.
Okay. Yeah.
These graves over here on the far left?
How
Yeah,
many
they appear to be
hundreds
graves.
of years have you been here, Steve?
The names on the graves.
So you're wandering over to look at the graves, are you? Okay.
Yeah. I just want to see any of them Brandath.
No, they seem to be names, and it's saying things like honored nursemaid, and there's a most prized butler.
Right.
But the names are very worn, and you can't fully make out the inscriptions, but you can't. Nothing seems to look like Brandath.
Is there anything on the doors like there is on that one that's saying that?
Okay, on on the one above yet?
Yeah. I'll just go start going around checking the doors.
Okay, you go up there and have a look at that, and then I'll switch back to what they're doing. That mausoleum was built in a more populist style. It's definitely newer than the other one.
Jay. What? I don't know.
Okay, you won't notice that. You won't notice that. Okay, you look at that. There's no secret stuff around there that you can see. And again, the deep voice comes out and says, "Only those of Brandath blood are welcome here. Be gone." It's quite loud, this voice. Make a perception check.
Welcome.
All of us or just whoever's at that door?
All of you. Now, Elmiston knows it's coming from south somewhere.
Jamie, what was you on about before about trying to find something about blood?
Well, it's gone on about the son. The son of Brandon.
Yeah, it says where
So-
laid his wife to rest.
I
That's
was
what I mean,
Mixed
you need to
bones
find-
of son's blood
You need to
sealed.
find an herb.
I was looking for family
You need to find an
members.
herb, Branda.
I was looking at family members' graves to get the blood.
That's
Right.
what I mean. You need an herb.
I know, but there could be a recent corpse.
They look quite old, these graves. The lettering is quite worn on them. You making a perception check as well, Muzz? See if
Yes. But the grave robber.
Well, you keep calling me a necromancer anyway, so what's the point?
Okay.
Oh,
15
that's
in
not
it.
bad. 15.
No, it's the 8.
Why has he got disadvantage? Or
No, but for some reason it's highlighted the 8 as the second one. Have you got disadvantage ticked on your sheet or something? Because you shouldn't have.
I don't know.
I think that 8's. Did he get a 1? Is that what the 8 is?
Yeah, it could be.
No, no,
That's
6
right.
plus 2. Yeah, I think it's done it as
I've got-
disadvantage, hasn't it?
I've
Yeah,
just
it
checked
shouldn't have.
it.
So
I keep someone to disadvantage.
I don't know. That's probably why. I don't know why it's done it.
that's all right.
All right, I'll just tell everyone stay
Okay.
shouting about blood of the Branda. It's coming from this tree behind us.
The tree. This tree.
Yeah, it's coming from the tree. I'll point to it which tree it is.
Yeah, it is in fact that big tree there. Yeah, that building you're stood in front of, Silk. That's a two-story That's a two-story building. That one. It seems to be constructed more of marble.
More mausoleum kind of thing.
Could be. Oh, that was a weird noise. What was that? So,
Where's he going?
the voice came from the
Alright,
tree.
leave it out.
It was a very loud, deep voice.
Look for the hidden speaker.
I'm going to try.
Right, yeah. The tree.
I'm going to try and pick the lock, Steve.
What the
Okay.
tree?
If you take
Okay, you trying to
Right.
pick the
I'll
lock.
keep an eye on the tree. See what happens. If there's any movement in the tree.
Okay, you're keeping an eye on the tree. You're attempting to pick the lock. Okay, make your attempt on the lock.
Do you get advantage if you've got the proficiency and sleight of hand? I think you do, don't you? For picking locks.
Yeah,
Back off a bit.
yeah, because you're proficient with thieves' tools and you've got.
And I got sleight of hand. Good job I had advantage. Whoo-wee.
It's good job you had advantage because otherwise you might have still not quite been able to open that lock. Okay, the voice goes, "Leave the crypts alone. Leave now."
Is it
Someone
saying
in the tree.
is it saying leaf now or leave now?
I think it was leave, not leaf.
Is
Or it
it?
could have been leaves now. You can't
Coming
see
from the
anybody in
tree
the.
again.
It's coming. You're pretty certain it's coming from that really big tree.
I'm guessing I didn't
Make
unlock it.
I'm
No.
looking at the tree. I'm looking at
Make-
the tree. Can you see any
Yep.
movement in the tree?
Make a perception check, Muzz. Well, Feng. I'll give you advantage on this one because you did say you were staring at the tree before this happened.
Like, I haven't even got the option to
Well,
roll
just click.
advantage or disadvantage, and it just went
Okay.
straight on.
Just click it again then, and we'll
Alright.
take the highest one.
No, it did it before as well. I don't get the. Doesn't let me pick whether to get advantage or dis. I click on perception now, and there you go. I haven't even clicked back to that page, and it's done it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I know it's coming from the tree. If I can't see anyone in
Silk,
the tree,
you're gonna have to have a go with this
I'll
lock.
just
'cause
say,
I'll give it a go.
I'll get a couple of javelins out of and shout up into the tree. Whoever's up there, come down now, or the javelins are going through the tree.
Okay. So, are you throwing one or?
No, I'm waiting to see if anything comes.
Oh
back.
yes.
Okay. Yep. It's a bit older than that, but you managed to get the lock open.
Thank. Tell him he either comes down or this door will open now.
I didn't know
So
what
that
he said.
Tell him, come down and talk to us, or the lock is open. I will open the door now if you don't come down.
I'll shout up into the tree. Come down now. Explain yourself why you're guarding this vault, or we're going in. The option's yours.
As you wish, says the voice.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the tree.
well,
That's
and then
big,
the
isn't
tree
it?
just a big face comes out the tree.
A big face comes out the tree. It's the tree that was talking.
So, all right, okay. All right. Go on then. Explain yourself.
Somebody appears to be measuring something there. I guard these crypts. Only members of the Brandath
Right, okay.
family go in these crypts.
Right. Well, can I ask you, has anyone from the Brandath family been in these crypts recently?
Ragnar visited his dead mother a few weeks back.
How many weeks back, roughly, do you know?
About 2. His mother was a lovely
And
woman.
before that, no one.
He does come regularly. There was some people, but they left when I spoke to them. About a month
Who were
ago.
they, do you know?
No.
Silk, let's go in.
Right, okay. What are you doing behind me? Are you going in or not?
I was waiting for you to have a conversation with him.
Simon the monkey wants to climb the tree.
Probably let Simon the monkey climb him.
It's not giving much information. Now, someone's been here 2 weeks. And then, yeah, you ask them whatever questions you want to ask.
The people you didn't recognise. What species were they? Were they humans, elves, dwarves?
Some human, some looked human, but not human.
So they looked human, but they definitely weren't human. How could you tell they weren't human?
The birds were alive.
The birds were
Sorry.
alive. Were they like tentacly face men?
No. But the birds were not birds. The bird was
What
alive.
were they? As in
Don't know.
elitids? Mind flayers?
That's what I was thinking. Mind flayers.
Mine. Not met one of those. Looked human.
Did they have anything with them when they came?
No carts or anything. Not carrying any boxes.
If we enter one of these crypts where the Brandaths sleep, what would you do? We're not here to defile them at all. We're here looking for something very specific.
This is just the dead of the Brandath family.
We don't want the crypts or the tombs. We need to pass through them. Beyond the crypts and the tombs.
Beyond the crypts.
Yeah. There's another doorway. that leads us below the city.
Okay.
That's what we want. If we come out with anything of the Brandras stuff, but we won't.
Okay, yeah, I think you are fairly convincing there, so I shall let you make a persuasion check. It's
Ooh,
only one.
do you want me to make it? Good at persuasion, and I've been doing really good rolls all night.
How means you're going to do one now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Normal, Steve.
Yeah, just normal.
24.
Yeah, likey.
You swear you are not here to defile the crypts? Then I will
No,
let
not
you
here to
pass.
touch anything. Thank you. I'll run up and give him a hug.
I'll be
Okay.
back.
Tree hugger.
All right.
Okay, and the treant just stops moving and just looks like a big tree now. And you've got that door there open.
I'll walk over.
In you go, Silk.
I'll go in.
Okay. Yeah, okay, now you've gone in, you can see that it is quite ancient, this, and the signs of bits of it that have been slightly renovated, or stones that don't look like they fit there where it's been patched up. Everything. It's easily over 100-year old, this.
Can we see in here any sun sort of thing? What's this up here?
No, there's plaques with urns above them. There's statues of noble-looking people. There appears to be a dusty book on that one, which has just got various names in it and dates.
I can't find my carrots. Just like,
It's underneath Silk.
oh, there you go then.
Uh,
And that's not normal. As far as anyone goes there.
Many people said that until they are. Then they go, it's very normal. Can we do it again?
Yeah, there
Okay.
doesn't appear. The only other exit from this room appears to be the door on the north.
Check for secret doors
Okay.
along
Check out all
that
these
east wall.
statues and that.
Yeah, you can look around the statue. It's things like.
Doing a perception roasty.
Yeah, you make a
No,
perception check. Yeah, and you're having a good look around
Oh,
those.
yep.
Secret door.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll have a look as well
Yeah.
because there's got to be a bigger room or a secret door because the building outside was massive.
Well, there's other
There is
doors
a-
on the north side.
What was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having a good look around. You don't see it's quite
I
dusty
can't
in
find it.
this bit, but you don't really think anybody's been in this part. You can't find any secret walls or anything untoward.
Okay.
Are you still
Is there any footprints in the floor?
not in this bit? No. Doesn't look anybody's been in this particular part of it.
Go around to the other doors outside.
Okay, you can open lock that door from the inside like that.
And out there and try that one.
Okay. No, Silk immediately puts himself right on top of you. So Elminster's now under Silk. Okay. So what are you doing at that door? You're
I'm just
examining it, just picking it,
just try and open it.
knocking on it, lighting it. Okay, it's locked.
Has it got any sort of lock on there to unlock?
Yeah, it's got a keyhole on it.
Try and pick it.
Okay.
Oh my god. I'm rubbish tonight.
No, it's a bit tricky, this lock.
Do you not well jinx myself
might-
saying that I could do these and you can't? Go on,
Yeah,
Silk.
it might be a little bit rusty.
Fucking hell. 29.
A little bit of click, 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 and yeah, the lock's rusty, but it wasn't any trouble. Yeah, open the lock. Okay, you have opened the door. From there, you can see it's now a corridor going south, and
Whereabouts have we gone through?
Through that north door there. And then next to it is open. If you go outside, you'll see at the north end. Yeah.
All right.
you see there's a bit of a corridor. There's a few more urns with little old plaques on, and there's a door in front of you, and it's open. Further down the corridor, you can see what looks like some form of statue.
Okay. Go in and have a look.
Okay.
Nothing happened up to now.
No, everything seems okay. There is indeed a statue on the walls on slightly raised up steps. Not
Oh.
sure what it's supposed to be, but it's definitely humanoid.
There's loads of other stuff down here. Another corridor. It's humanoid.
Yeah,
Not
it's
dwarven.
no, not dwarven.
No sun carvings or anything like that anywhere. That's what I'm keeping an eye out for.
That's what you're keeping an eye out for. Okay. At the moment, no. It just seems there's statues, there's plaques, there's a few stone sarcophaguses just round the corner from. They've got names on like of ashes of noble and names faded out, and then there's a son Brandaf something, son of Jonio Brandaf, but you're not Jonio. Yeah, Jonio. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but son of Jonio Brandaf, but you can't read the first part of the name on the plaque.
I reckon reading
It's-
that, the stone carving needs to be that Brandath crypt. Oh no.
You are?
I think you said reading that the stone carvings need to
There's
be
sunlight in
around
the
that
dark
bit.
room.
I think that's what he said.
I don't know what he said. Was it froze?
Halls of stone. Like, I reckon. Oh, sorry. Halls of stone. That must be where we are now. Right. A golden dragon aging so rapidly that scales shed. What do we think this thing is in the corner?
Yeah, that's some form
Got
of
past
humanoid
statue.
statue. There are, some of the sarcophagus have got the likeness of. You presume it's the person buried there, but it's obviously hard to tell. Some of them have a feminine face, some of them have a male face, some with beards, some without beards. It's as crypts go. It is quite nice.
What's on these,
It's not.
Steve? The northern ones? Like these here. Anything unusual or of interest? Or just same sort of thing? Crypts?
Same sort of thing that the crypts, but these are all of these ones are actual stone sarcophaguses rather than wooden coffins or anything like that. They look quite old, quite solid.
What's
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you've just gone. Most where you've just gone there. There's a really big statue. There's
That one.
what?
It's
Yeah.
a really big statue of what looks like what you guess is some form of angel, even though it's got its hood up because it's got very big feathery wings. There's in the middle of the floor. There's a big sort of like a shield carved into the floor with it's got a sort of like house symbol on it.
And what's the house symbol? Nothing like a dragon at all, is it?
No, it's not. It's not a dragon. No,
Or a sun?
it's not a sun.
Where I've just
Yeah,
walked.
it seems a variation on yeah. If you make a history check,
What's that, Thirsty? Sorry. I'll make a history check now. We'll just ask him what that is.
now you with an 11, that's definitely some form of variant on the Brandaf coat of arms. But other than that, you can't really tell much about it.
Right, okay. Well, what was that
Okay.
thing on the floor?
On the floor, yeah, that's that thing on the floor there. That appears to be some form of copper urn, and it looks like at some point that, yeah, you can tell from there. It looks like at some point that wall went all the way across because the carvings for that walkway you've gone through, the newer, they don't look like recent, but this thing is way over 100 years old, and it has had a bit of renovation work done. Maybe it's been remodeled or something.
What with that copper urn on the floor, you mean?
Yeah, you know the area where you are now, where you've come out behind the statue. Yeah, it looks like the wall that goes up either side of that. The cut's different to the rest of it, as if that's more recent. But it's still not. It doesn't look like it's, nothing new. There's a sarcophagus there where.
All right. Let's check.
Yeah. The one
let's check around this
right.
copper urn and this floor panel.
Yeah. The one there where you are.
This is all new.
Where you are, Silk, that sarcophagus seems fairly new, and there's a bouquet of wilted flowers on top of it.
All right. Can you put me with someone, Steve?
Okay.
I'm
Are
not
you
too
back
sure.
then?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Nothing on any of this side, stay. Any of these ones, they're just normal sort of thing. No sun relief.
Yeah, no sun. There's been no sun release, no pictures of dragons or hammers or anything like that.
Apart from
Make,
the
make a perception check.
flowers,
So
is there anything specific about this coffin?
yeah, can you make a perception check? Who drank all my coffee?
How wide is this?
Okay, it's quite big.
Are these 5 foot squares?
Yeah,
Right. So
right.
don't
With
forget,
that,
I've got one that I can use twice. Do you want me to cast it on this altar thing in front of us?
Yeah.
okay. On that sarcophagus, it's got the likeness of a lady. It's not some face you recognise. There appears to be a portrait on the ceiling above it.
What's the portrait of, Steve?
It seems to be a faded, a chipped portrait of some lord. There's a banner labelling him as Lord Arnai or Anri, Anri.
So, where laid his wife to rest, midst bones of his son's blood, sealed there, where Enrai laid himself to rest, lies that which open Lord concealed.
And that's
Yeah,
Anri.
Yeah.
Yeah, now there appears to
Henry above
be
it. It's got to be this thing.
the writing style around it appears to be newer than the rest of it. Yeah, the portrait itself, it looks quite old. It's quite faded in parts. He appears to be wearing really fancy armor. He's holding what looks like a dwarven compass in his left hand. And the writing around it is in 4 different languages.
Right.
One of them is common, and it says, "The beauty of our age in death is watched over by the spirits of her ancestors."
That's this. Is that's this crypt there, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah.
Right. With that one, the secret, because it's 30 feet,
Yeah.
that's roughly where it will cover if I cast it from that point.
Okay. If you cast it from that point, yeah.
Which literally covers all this crypt. So if there's a secret passage, you should find it.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think open that one opposite Tim. See if there's out in there first.
Because I can do it. Well, I can do it 3 times, but I'd rather only do it twice.
I think go and have a
mooch first.
Yeah, have a look at this one that Tim's looked at. This one here.
So,
Sorry, Fern, go on. Elminster, do you want to try and use your
Open which
mythical
one?
hammer just to strike the stone of this crypt?
Um,
Get him though.
Oh, I know. I've see what you know.
have we tried just
Gone all
opening
the
it?
way around you and you back.
It
We
mentioned
told the
something
end
about a
we
door.
weren't going to. Say again.
That thing, I believe, is for opening a door. This may be the door. The crypt itself may be the door. But I get the impression it's to open a door in this Millerkin vault, which is the vault that the dwarves built underneath all this.
We need to find
I think we
the
just.
way through the vault.
I'm going to try and open that, Steve.
Okay, make a strength check.
Yeah, do you want me to
Hey,
do it?
Rob,
Couldn't
you
do
do it. Should me and
athletics,
Feng
Steve.
try it together?
Can do athletics, Steve.
No, strength.
Not acrobatics, athletics.
No,
Athletics,
strength.
yeah. Athletics is a strength check.
Hmm.
Acrobatics is dex.
Strength.
Oh, you can't even budge this.
Come on, Simon, put your back into it.
He bends over,
Oh,
wiggles
Feng,
his
me and
backside.
Feng will try it together.
I'll move out the way.
Okay. Think you think you can slide it open a bit?
Stay.
Yeah.
I'll make things easy. I'll just cast levitate on the lid. It can lift 500 pounds.
Okay. And presumably you're just lifting it up. Are you
Yeah.
waiting until Elminster puts his head in before you close it again?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay, lifts it up. It's nice and clean in there, apart from the slightly decomposed, but more mummified than decomposed because it has been embalmed. Body of a lady wearing an elegant dress, and she's got her arms crossed over her chest.
Where laid his wife to rest, midst bones of son's blood sealed. Any secret things underneath it, Steve?
Okay.
Why you've got the lid levitated? Is
Yeah.
there anything on the inside of the lid?
There's no claw marks, if that's what you're asking.
No, is there any inscriptions
No,
or anything?
doesn't appear to be any inscriptions or anything like that. How long did your levitate last?
Well, I'm looking for. I've checked the spell. The spell's 10 minutes. But because
Right.
it's
Okay.
staff, I want to see if it's different.
Okay. Well, it's not been much time at the moment. Doesn't appear to be any inscriptions or anything along it.
Around, isn't it?
You can see there's kind of a bit of a stone lip on the inside, which is probably why you can't push it off, because the lid actually goes straight down, and then it sort of sits inside it.
Yeah, look for any sort of secret door or
I'm
anything.
going back to terms the spell, Steve, because it just says levitate 2 charges.
Okay. Right. Okay. So as long as you're concentrating on it, it's not going to drop on his head.
No.
Take off.
Right, just move it to one side while we're searching in there.
I don't think levitate. I think you've got to push it out the way, don't
Yeah,
you?
but we can just sort of push it along, can't we?
I'll
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do.
I'll drag it out the way then. I'll drag it out the way to back of the room.
Never
Try
search
not to leave
underneath.
it last minute because we can put it back over without having to try and lift the thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That cryptic riddle to me reads as though there's something under the body.
Mm.
Well, I want to put down the staff.
Stay. I'm searching under the body.
Oh, you know what? Before doing that, Jay,
Okay.
use the wand. I'll pass Jay the wand of secrets. It'll save you moving and disturbing the dead. We told the tree that we wouldn't
Everywhere
disturb
we do
them.
that.
So if you stand literally there, it covers the whole tomb. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you where the secret entrance is.
Don't have to attune to it, out, do you?
No.
I'll do that then, Steve.
Okay. You're those in that crypt there. You wave at the wand, and the wand twitches and points there.
Right. Can we put the lid back over the coffin then?
Go and have a look at that first. I'll go and have a look at that first.
Well, we've got 10 minutes, haven't we?
Yeah.
Just in case there's a trigger in there or something.
Pointing.
So that
Where is
area
it that it's
there,
pointing at, Steve?
it was pointing roughly at the floor where you're stood.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like there's like some little markings on the floor. Is it a grate or something?
It seems to be a checkerboard pattern with with 5 white candles on it.
Not 4.
No, there's definitely 5. And they're not handles for forks.
In front of the angel. Is it that where the candles are? Is that just like it's? Does it look like it's just part of the step?
It's kind of carved into the step. I mean, you can make
You
an
like the
invest.
candle? What do you reckon?
Elements. Would the stone recognise that pattern, the checker pattern?
Don't know. Can ask him. Ask Benny.
Ask Benny. So you're asking him just to be recognises that checkerboard pattern.
Does this is this how we get into the vaults below?
You kind of get a blurred image of this could be complicated. The middle candle and the bottom right candle lit while the other 3 are out. Then those 2 are out, and the 2 at the front and the 1 at the back in the middle are lit.
Okay, so like the middle one and the bottom right
And that one. Okay.
and then blow them out, and then light
Okay.
that one and the other front one and the very back one in the middle.
Okay. And you like those? You like those? Then you hear a slight click, and the front step slides back and reveals stairs going down.
Right, can we put the coffin lid back?
Yeah, put the coffin lid back on. Yeah.
I'll lower the stone and then cancel the spell.
Okay. I will just put that on. So that was in there, and as it's 20 to 11, that might be a good place to stop.
Yeah, before we go down the big dark stairs full of cobwebs to the lich at the bottom thing place.
That's the one. That's the one.
Until we meet it. And then stop.
Oh, did you give it another 20 minutes or what? It's up to you, Steve, like, really.
Yeah.
Can't do. I don't mind going for another 20 minutes, but everybody all right with that? Or
Yeah.
I'll give you till 11.
That's for me. Just
Okay.
20 minutes. That'll do me as well. Just come off nights because I'm a bit tired myself.
He's starting to get interesting. He's really starting to get interesting.
Right. For some reason, I haven't copied your characters to this page.
Because it's like,
Stupid.
now it's getting interesting. I'm going to call that night.
Okay. You going down? You inspecting? You listening? What's it you doing?
But
Okay. Let the thieves do their bit, whatever that is.
I'll keep me
I
distance.
think they're referring to you, Silk.
Yeah.
If the thieves are doing their bit, I'll put my hands on my pockets. No offense, boys.
Okay.
But
Check for traps
No,
before we walk down.
Okay.
Perception.
Yes, please.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. Yeah. The top stair has got scorch marks on it.
It's got what on it, sorry?
Scorch marks.
Bert.
And from what you can tell, looking at the dust going down, it's quite dusty down there. But there's a
Yeah,
clear path as if people have been walking back and forth.
Recently walking back and
just
forth.
follow the footsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see, like
recently.
footstep marks.
Yeah, but there's been a couple of them, so they're not all very distinct, but you can make out they are different sizes. And with that, you
No, I
can
mean, are
see
they
at
all in the
least.
same spot? Are they all the foot marks in like the same step? Did you miss one step? If we step in their footsteps, do you reckon we'll be all right? That's what.
what was you going to say, Elvis?
Oh, nothing. I just saw scorch marks.
No, I haven't done it yet.
I follow the footsteps down as best we can, but I'll check the traps as I go. So you just tell me if you need me to make another check.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now you can. Everything seems all right. There's empty sort of torch holders on the sides of quite a few of the corners. You can see sarcophagus
Are we in a
towards the
different room?
bottom.
Or is it just silk at the moment?
Hey, we're in there now.
We're all here now.
Right.
Now, is this bit the tomb that we just left?
Yeah. So that's the top of the stairs at the top there.
Right, okay.
I'll just move you down a little bit so you're not trapped in the wall. There we go.
And
Okay.
Simon.
I see it.
Yeah, it's not lit down there.
Can you move Simon the monkey as well, Stay?
Stay.
Yeah.
I'll take out those orbs that you can move ahead of yourself.
Okay.
Well, the orb. I'll tell it to move on.
Yep. Okay. Yep. The orb goes floating off down a little bit.
I don't know how far you can move it.
Yeah, you can easily get it towards. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can easily get it 30 foot away.
But I'll do that just so it's lighter
Yeah.
ahead of the altar.
Yeah, there's a few different alcoves. Most of them are completely empty. It seems quite dusty around the sides and into the alcoves, but there is a clear, worn path where people have been walking back into going straight down towards the south.
I'll follow the footpath.
Follow that path.
Steve. Just
Okay.
Follow the steps that they're taking. Don't deviate.
Okay. You follow them off down there. It doesn't look like they went round the corner.
Just gone to this bed at the bottom, have they?
Have they gone?
They've just gone to the
Have they
bottom.
gone up to the?
They've just seemed to have gone to the bottom there and gone back up, but there is a lot of foot traffic. But the dust on the sarcophagus itself suggests it's not been interfered with, well, not any in obvious way.
Is there any? How high off the floor is the sarcophagus?
It's on the ones down here are on a slightly raised stone plinth.
Oh, they're not
Then
good
you-
up there. Height, aren't they?
Look for secret passages or trapdoors underneath the sarcophagus. Then in the raised plinth.
Okay.
Steps in.
Yeah, while Feng's having a look at that one. What's everybody else doing while he's having a look?
I can't find out.
I'm just keeping me distant.
We'll have a look.
You're just keeping your
Jamie,
distance.
how long does that spell? How long does that spell work for?
Oh, it's only a one-off.
Or is it?
Oh, you've got your one back, Jamie, by the way.
Right, okay.
I'll have a look
What's down there, Steve?
with
You see?
Feng, because it looks like something's going there. So,
Yeah, and the corridor, right towards the end of the corridor down there, it looks like there's been a bit of a cave in. It's
Right.
blocked off with rubble and stuff.
got a 19.
19. Okay. With 19, you notice there's a broken torch holder on the floor. Looks like it was on that corner originally. And when you check to see where it's come from, you notice there's a bit of a secret compartment behind it. It's only about this big and about that deep square. It appears to be empty.
Does it look like the torch thing goes into it?
It looks like the torch thing was mounted in front of it and somebody's ripped it off the wall to get to that thing that behind it. Yeah, the bits of the torch thing are just like smashed on the floor.
So does it look like you? What is it? Something goes into this hole. Does it look like?
Looks like something's
been in it.
Something's been in it. Looks like they ripped this off to get access to that, and whatever it was, it isn't there anymore.
Does a small metal hammer look like it'll fit in there nicely?
No.
Yeah, the other torch holders.
There's nothing down here with like a sunbeam, is there? Where a dragon scale is there? What's in these alcoves, Steve?
Well, you've got those ones with these sarcophaguses in. Some of them appear to be just empty, and in fact, there's quite a few empty ones, as if it was going to be used by more people than eventually got buried in there.
You know how the floor was like, and a path of where it looked like it'd been heavily used.
Yeah.
There's this part what they said.
Okay.
No, doesn't look like anybody's walked down there.
I was starting to think, is the end wall like you know where it's caved in?
Mm.
Is it an illusion?
How would you know?
Well, you'd have to try and walk through, wouldn't you?
You could run at it as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Jump at it with your head.
No, that's your speciality. Or you've been using elements, and that's why there's names up there.
Ooh.
Definitely something down here. Right, I'll go take a walk down here, Steve.
Okay. Okay, walking.
Don't not give you any clues, Elminster.
Don't know. I can ask him.
Still the same, like empty sarcophagus, empty little cubbyholes, are they still?
Yeah, they just appear to be empty, no sarcophagus there or anything like that.
How do we open this door, Benny?
I'll have a look. Have a look at this pile of rubble.
Okay, you're having a look at that pile of rubble.
Does it look like it's feeling rubble or
Make a perception check.
oh, there you go. What was that?
Okay. You
22.
you can see some form of. Every so often you can see some form of coloured writing underneath the rubble, and then it looks like it's not there again. And you go to move some of the rubble out the way, and some of the stones you can move, and other stones, your hand goes straight through them.
Hey, come down here and have a look at this. Something not
Go down
right
there and
again.
have a look at that. Has Benny said out about how'd you open this door?
Not about the door, no, but he.
That female elf was who was working for Castellanza was an illusionist.
I'm going to spend an action to study this wall.
I'm just going to move the stones that I can move. The
Yeah.
ones that don't move, I'll leave obviously because they don't move. The hand goes through.
So you're not going to try and pick up the ones you can't move.
I thought you said my hand went through them.
It does. That's why you can't move them.
Yeah. All the ones that do move, I'll move them.
You just moved them out to the floor. Not a lot of them are real.
All right, well, keep moving forward as I do it.
Okay. There's something solid there. It looks like it's more rocks, but it feels like it's not.
Right. When I first had a look at this, it looked like there was some writing on the floor. I've seen it for a split second and then it disappeared. So there's definitely somewhere here. Someone's done casting an illusion to hide something.
I see the writing at all, Steve.
Make a perception check.
Like I'm gonna put my head through one of these like illusionary rocks.
Okay. It appears to have his head inside a rock.
Got 10.
No, you're not seeing them.
Can't see anything, no.
Okay, you've been studying that. Can you make an intelligence save, Elminster?
Yep. 11.
Are you pretty sure that that's an illusion? But you can't, even though you've been studying it, you know it's not real, but you can't tell what's supposed to be there.
Okay.
I know it's an illusion. I've got my head in a rock.
He's got his head in a rock.
Can I see anything?
Actually, I'll give you advantage on that saving throw. Because he's got his head in a rock.
Okay.
Yep.
So it was an 11 or a 17. Ooh.
Yay. Okay, there's definitely... Okay. That's definitely an illusion. And the more you concentrate on it, the more it seems to just disappear. Revealing a big... Oops, sorry, Frank. There's a... There you go.
He
And
just
the
fell
rest
through
are...
the side of the building.
Yeah. And there's a big double door there. There seems to be some form of archway above it that appears to be carved to look like it's a mountain. There appears to be gemstones in the middle of it. There's various symbols carved into them in dwarven runes. There's a dwarven compass, a serpent's forked tongue, a brain with 2 tentacles, a broken arrow. The door looks out of place. It looks completely different style to the corridor itself.
Is this where you're meant to strike it?
I don't know. Got to lay it on the. There's no sort of sun emblems, nothing like that.
Nothing like that, no.
I'm gonna start crawling forward, Steve.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a door.
I'll bang my head on something.
Yeah, on a door.
Yeah.
Does it just see if it opens? Any handles on it or anything like that?
No handle on it that you can see.
Right,
I
are
think
we
we need to
making?
get it right. And says that thingy scene.
Since we've come down this corridor, Steve, have we made any footprints in the dust?
Yes.
All right, so no one has been down here, but this obviously is something else.
But that's the question. What were they looking for behind that torch on the wall?
Hmm.
Obviously, the key for this door.
But nobody's walked past it down here, have they?
No, there was no
True.
footprints in the dust down there.
Yeah, there's more ways to travel than walking, isn't there?
True.
Especially if you're a mage.
Maybe
just
they just covered it with dust afterwards.
Guys, it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to jump out if that's okay.
Yeah, all right. Always.
Okay.
Try to.
Yeah, it's
So,
probably,
guys,
probably a
Right,
good place to stop it anyway.
thanks, Steve.
No problem. You can see at the bottom of the doorway now you've cleared the illusion out of the way, there does seem to be overlapping writing and everything, but the door's on top of it. So you can just see the occasional bit of a symbol. And that's where we'll leave it.
Also, it's like the door's been put there on top of the writing.
Yeah, the door seems newer than the archway it's in. And that's about all I can tell you at the moment. But that is
Hi,
where
guys.
we'll have to leave
Tim.
it for the night.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.
See, I think if we get someone past the door,
Who can we get past the door?
but I can't open the door, so I think I'd have to send the thief.
Yeah, but what if they can't open the door? What if it's magical? And you get them back.
Well, it depends how well sealed it is, but if there's a slightest gap to the other side, I can get someone through.
However, we shall leave that one for the next one.
Okay.
Fair play, I can cast gaseous form on it.